be an earth-shattering kaboom.
Click. Broadcasting live on freethinkradio.com. I'm Dr. Fox, and this is time for the show. Your weekly Hypercube Interstellar Hypercom Sub Ether Update Firmware Patch from the future TFTS Relay 072720. And of course, it wouldn't be Monday night if I wasn't sweating by my brow to the beat of a different rhythm, which is the drum of life, which is constantly being caressed by an unwashed hand that has swept across many places. Peas, why are you... Why did you derail my monologue with your thunder bucket?
No, I was adding thunder to your words, dude. Your words were thunderous and resonating with the people, so I wanted to give it that extra oomph that you can do on radio.
I can make the people do what I want when I want them to do it.
Sounds like you're just mostly upset because I got an innovation here with my thunder machine.
An innovation with a thunder machine. You're matching up with, what was it? It was like it was a Looney Tunes, wasn't it? I can't remember the guy who was outside the window with the sheet of metal. They were banging it. So yeah, so you're just now catching up to like Fritz Freeling 90 years ago. But that's okay. I'll give you credit. Not everybody watches as many cartoons as I do. Again,
I would argue it's still an improvement.
You would start to. You would. Did you read the notes? Did you read tonight's show notes?
We didn't get any show notes. No notes were sent.
Okay, so you're paying attention. That's good. You at least got that far.
Nobody sent me. Look, let me look.
I haven't sent. No, I didn't send you anything. I just want to say now you're on the defense and you're already see where you go. It's sad. Stop doing that, Peas. You're going to ruin it. So let's just jump right into everybody's favorite segment. Cube News, the news of the future, but for now, because the future there's no economic data that's supporting anything positive from there. So what's new with Hypercube this week? What did you file your taxes, Peas?
I did.
Okay, that's good. Did you file for disability?
No.
No? Why not?
Because
Are you saying that you're perfectly abled?
No, I actually have a disabled plate on my car, so I'm not actually what you consider.
On your car, on your Jeep, you have a disabled plate? That's something I want to see. Somebody that has a disabled plate on their Jeep.
Yeah,
see them pull up to the Chick-fil-A on a Saturday afternoon, you know what I'm saying? They pull up, they take that nice comfy spot, and they hop out of the Jeep.
Yeah.
Oh,
just so you know, if it wasn't for quality cars made like the Jeep, much of America's wilderness would be inaccessible to people like the Peas and or Carrots. So I would say that, as the late Regis Philbin would have said, if you've got a Jeep, then you've got a place to go.
Where
I don't know if he said that.
Where do Jeeps go? Because I'm always been advocated to take the path less traveled.
I don't think that you have advocated in a pro Jeep stance much.
Well,
really,
Jesus says take the path of the straight and narrow, which means it's like a balancing act.
Jesus had a Bronco though, so
there is evidence of that. He smoked a pipe and he had a Bronco.
Have you ever seen a picture of Jesus? That's a guy who owns a Bronco for sure.
It's hard to disagree with that. especially when they caught him on the turnpike heading towards Mexico. Everybody's saying that this new Bronco.
Can you hold this?
Hey man, you're gonna get the new Bronco, right?
Hold this for your Lord, would you? The cops are pulling us over. Hold this for your Lord, would you? God damn it, Jesus is an 8-ball of fucking coke. Just hold on to it, dude. Be cool.
You will be blessed.
Yes, I will bless you,
Jesus
my child.
wouldn't pass the buck, though. That's the thing. Everybody's constantly like crapping on
then Jesus is telling the cop,
I'm like a Jesus defender.
I picked this guy up as a hitchhiker.
He's a
he might have
guy.
drugs on him.
Wait, why can I hear that? Who's got a speaker on?
Oh my
I hear
Shouldn't be
an
me.
echo. Somebody. I
Who's
think
got
it's
a
here in the
speaker
studio. I
on?
think my wife did something, so
Oh my god.
I'll have to yell at her during the commercial break. Speaking of
I
commercial
wouldn't.
break,
I
yeah,
wouldn't.
Cube News. Yeah, we're doing shout-outs now, and if you're on the Patreon, you get one free shout-out a week for however long I see fit for now. So you just head on over to timefortheshow.com/shoutouts, and you can submit your thing, and it'll go against you'll check your email and stuff like that. We'll do the shout-outs later on in the show, Peace. So there we got a new segment. Woo! That's how we
It's
do it.
awesome.
And if you
I was
don't
gonna
have a
do some
Patreon, we're
thunder.
gonna do some more. Well, yeah. So you're getting your start. Well, you used to have a bell, didn't you? A bell or a
Yeah,
triangle?
I did. But I was going to
comedy
do
bell?
Thunder, but then, because I thought, hey, this is a thunderous new bit that we're doing. But then, I don't know, because you said you didn't like the Thunder so much. I'm trying to decide if
No,
I'm
I thought you were
funny
just
or-
trying to show off your because the audience at home is blind this week because we're all gouging
This
our
week.
eyes out in support of the visually impaired Peas. They didn't see the giant Jeep logo because if you didn't see it, everybody, Peas has like a 3-foot satellite dish with the Jeep logo
It's so
blazoned
sweet.
across it, and he shook it at the camera vigorously. I imagine, is that something that you were told is not coming into the house, or why do you not have it all? It's not mounted, it's not framed. You have it loose. Is this a recent purchase? When did you acquire
Wow.
the sign?
I got it like yesterday.
Did you get it at a Hobby Lobby on a 40% off sale?
Yeah, 50% off sale. How'd you know? It's true.
Where did you get it from? A craft store?
Yeah, I
pick
got
it
it
up?
from Hobby Lobby.
You
They
got
were
it from
having
Hobby? You went to
50%
Hobby Lobby in Las
On the-
Vegas?
Online.
You're
I
doing?
did.
Oh man! Oh, you shopped online.
Yeah, I shopped online.
How much
for
did you
it.
spend on that? How much was it? That looks like
I don't even want to say.
I know they price them to not move until there's a sale. So if you go to a Hobby Lobby, you can always use your 40% off coupon on the one thing that's not on sale, girls. And if it is on sale, it's usually at a super low markdown for Christ. And they have these signs that are normally they're listed at 109, 120, 130. And to be honest, if you were if you made the sign yourself and sent it to a website to get printed out and sent to you, it would cost that much, maybe a little more. And so you can grab these $100 signs and marquees for like $50 when they're on sale, and you think you got yourself a deal, but what you've done is you've actually paid $50 for a hunk of metal with a commercial on it. And you brought it home.
You feel very good about my purchase, Fox. That's for sure.
I'm just you're spending money. Did you spend more than $5, Peas?
Here's the thing: what I'm trying to
Did you spend
determine
more
right
than
now.
$5?
Do you think I'm funnier with the hat or without it?
It's hard
Like,
to tell because
I
of
was
your
doing
color
the
changing
show-
background.
I would know. It shouldn't matter though. But
I can't
and I would
tell.
agree
It's so
with you.
dark in your room. You've lit up everything except yourself. So I just constantly see this silhouette and what looks like a bus seat cover just sitting in front of the microphone looks good, like your monitor's on. Now you've ruined it. Now you're gone completely.
Oh,
You should
there's
be
that.
able to see yourself in the image.
I can. It,
You
it
should be
looks
able
good
to
me.
preview it. I turned a light on. You wanted to turn on your sexy ambient lighting. I have production lighting on in here because I'm at work, Peas. If I leave this
Okay,
on,
sure.
I'm not just going to melt everything on my desk. I'm going to burn the studio down. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, just it's no big deal. I can change this. There you go. There, are
It
you
doesn't
happy?
help. No,
It's-
all the lights behind you. You've got
Oh, that-
you've got key but no fill. You got You're
How
doing
about that?
Now just paint that wall green and then put a
Okay.
light in front of you You need a light in front of you, shining at your face. That's how I would see you. Illuminating the things behind you only creates a darker, shall we say, finish on you. Which, as an Irishman, I would imagine you'll take any tanning that you can. I imagine when you go.
So now.
Okay, well, you got a light. Yeah, now shine it at your face in real time.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Just a second.
You guys realize this is on the radio. No one can see you.
Put the light on your face.
Okay, so there you go.
There, now it's like Spooky Stories with Uncle Peas. There you go.
Awesome, right?
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Wow,
So
Now put it down and aim it at your face. So yeah, shout outs. We're doing shout outs now. So go to timefortheshow.com/shoutouts, put your shout outs in. If you don't have a Patreon membership, then you can buy a shout out later. We're working on that. Your money is what I want. But so far, well, yeah. What else up there? There's things. I've been yelling at people. I don't know how many people I've yelled at over the past couple of weeks, Peas, but I've yelled at a lot of them. I've yelled at a lot of them. I'm just angry.
Why are you yelling at people, Dr. Fox?
Because they're pissing me off. That's why I'm yelling at them.
All the time? Are they not wearing their masks? Or are they wearing masks?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
The mask does no insulation against stupid. That can seep through at light speed. And it's pulling up at my feet. People are just spraying their idiocy at me from every direction. And they're harassing me, and I want to beat them. But I don't. I don't say anything.
Are people assuming your level of tolerance?
Yeah, and it's triggering me.
Yeah.
I'm deeply McTriggered. Some people just can't take a hint, you know? That's what they need to learn. They need to learn how to take a hint. I shouldn't have to. I mean, I used to just channel my rage into a beam of just pure hatred in the form of personality destruction and the ravaging of, an individual's worth of self to the point where they would even question why to continue on with this life after somebody would say such tremendously horrible things, not just about them, but to them, about them. And it was pretty good. I was going to get a road show out of it. But now I'm not doing that. Now I'm nice. Can't you see how nice I am? It's temperance. Years of temperance and discipline. And now we're here. Now it's time for the show. I saved it all up. All right. Tell me 3 words used in the Facebook post I made today to advertise Time for the Show. Go.
Time for and show.
Dr. Trench is on board.
That's a good answer.
He knows where it's at. How many times did you share the post today, Peas? I didn't count. Twice?
Yep.
The kids at home can't see how much I'm smiling. You can, though. You can see me and how much I'm smiling.
100% increase from last week. First of all, let's acknowledge that.
So you're making progress.
Yeah.
I'm going. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm going to
twice as many shares.
This is why we're going to do the Friday night video show. It's for this reason. I'm going to close my porn. Don't look at my porn unless I'm watching it with you. And we're going to go over here to Time for the Show. See what we got here. Like 12 notifications. Look at that. Look at that. People reached 903. That's down 8%. Post engagements down 8%. Oh my God. 1 page like for the past June 29th. For the last month, we got 1 page like.
That seems
good.
Go
down here. Go to the. So nobody has shared the this post, but the one with the Amine girl. Let's see what we got here. Peas. I'm on it too. 7 p.m. PST, 10 EST. Well, look at that, everybody. Peas.
And you said
you said
to tell people when it was and stuff.
Yeah, and they can shut up for now. Let's see where else we got.
Remember when
I
you
see
said
that.
tell the people when it's gonna be, and so not only was there like a twofold increase in the number of shares, it's chock full of information just like you wanted.
Is this how you do? This is exactly how you work in IT. You are an IT professional. I can tell by this. Your initial presentation and offering of the just scraping bare minimum, and now look how much further ahead you were. Remember last week when we asked you to configure a couple of IP addresses for us, where I was like, "Hey man, could you run this switch down and set up this conference room? I need 10 laptops and I need them static." And for some reason, you just couldn't be bothered to remember even doing that. And so you don't even bother. You just don't even do it. You just plug them into a router and you just shove that into the wall and you just let DHCP handle it. You're like and then you send it down the line. You send it and they said, "Hey, we thought we told you to set it up," and you go, "I did set it up. What do you think I am? Fucking stupid? Go try it. It's probably further down the line. It's probably a system administrator didn't allow this IP address." And then while they go and do that, you run down there and you change everything around and you give everything a static IP. And
they can figure it out by that time.
Exactly.
I don't even static IP.
How much of your job is lying?
Oh no! See, I have a unique position in that most of my job involves
people
telling
lie
the
to you
truth and exposing. Yeah, exactly. And then I say, "Oh no, that's not really true." Like one time, one guy said, "I said, hey, when's the last time this worked?" And he goes, "Well, I'm supposed to do this every day." And I'm like, "It doesn't mean shit, dude. When's the last time you did it? You know, I'm not your supervisor." Unknown. He doesn't remember. Supposed to do it every day. Supposed to be checking this every day.
But
it's my one job. It's why they put me in this building.
And you're like the safety administrator, right? Like you're the guy making sure all the fire sprinklers in the elevators work.
No. Saying you want somebody responsible to do something like that.
But I would figure you would end up with that role. It's one of those roles where it's like all you have to. It's facilities maintenance is where it's at. You want a satisfying career, and you want to be left the fuck alone. Facilities maintenance.
You want power?
Mm-hmm.
You want power? That's what you. That's it, dude. There is no powerful.
You want to get into the building?
Caller, you're gonna have to turn up your radio. We cannot hear you from your.
You can't turn it up any further than it's turned up already.
You stop breaking it. Stop.
I can hear him.
You can't hear him. Don't tell him that.
I can't hear him. I can hear him perfectly.
I can hear him fine.
You
guys are making up. Who's running this show now?
Like
Peas, you're hosting now.
Who's running the show anyway? A barrel full of monkeys?
We would be so lucky.
We'd be so much better off.
I live in Florida. We can get monkeys. Can you have monkeys in Las Vegas, Peas?
There are some. They're like in special sanctuaries.
Monkey sanctuaries in Las Vegas?
Yeah, like Tiger King sanctuaries, but for monkeys.
Well, what are you gonna do
like
about that?
Meth places, like squats that meth heads live in that happen to have monkeys. I don't know how the meth heads got the monkeys, but they've got them.
The Japanese
could be
have
dirty
them.
children.
Japanese love
They could
meth.
just be.
You know that?
Could just be dirty children. Hairy children.
You watch Japanese television, and you wonder why psychedelics aren't big in Japan. And I guess that's why Japanese television is the way it is because there is not a big psychedelics scene in Japan. So the TV is their drug. But after that, it's meth.
It's interesting.
They love the fuck out of that crystal methamphetamine.
The whole Pacific Rim loves their meth, dude.
No, well, you get over. It's big on Japan because they're busy little worker bees. They're little drones, you know. They're barely.
And
they're
they
like,
they got little meth
they're
vending
like
machines.
little people, you know. The Japanese are like little people, and they're just doing this thing, and they go to work, and they sweep up the subways. They're like if honeybees made anime. That's what the Japanese are.
Well, you know, I
Anime
guess it is
is
kind
like
of funny
honey.
then,
It's a
'cause,
sweet nectar. What's your favorite anime, Peas?
you know, I don't. The
It's
Simpsons.
2020. We know.
No,
It's
I'm
no. You
just
don't
like-
have to. You don't have to feel guilty about being a grown man
Okay,
who watches
so-
cartoons featuring
I'll describe it.
young
I'll
women in
describe it to
scantily
you.
clad
It's super
outfits.
old.
It's okay.
It's super old.
Yeah, you
Shut
describe
up, I'll tell you.
it badly, and we'll guess what it is.
Exactly.
Correct. That's
yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
gonna do.
Tell me
So,
about your anime.
This is around the time that I started watching Speed Racer, which is years like
Which is
we're
an
talking
anime.
45 years ago. There was this Japanese show where they had an aircraft carrier that flew through space, and
So it's
a
spacecraft.
huh?
It was
Because there's no air in space,
but
so
it
it's a
was an
spacecraft.
aircraft carrier.
There's a spacecraft
space.
carrier.
But it did like nautical things too at the same time. It was very confusing.
Blue Submarine number 6.
No,
You know
I
who
think it
needs
could
to
go
be here is
underwater too. I
Cosmac.
think we could go underwater too. We
Cosmac
could go
would know
into
this
space.
right off the flipping
It
bat.
can actually be an aircraft carrier,
Anime
and it
genius.
could go underwater.
We're gonna go.
Robotech.
The name of this ship was the Yamamoto.
Who's your favorite Sailor Moon?
You know, I never seen Sailor Moon
That's
except in porn.
come on, Peas. Well, when we come back,
seen
we got
Seen some porn.
your favorite part of the show and mine. Stick with us. You're listening to Time for the Show Live on Facebook.com. Tell them the name of the song, Peas.
The Kinks, 20th Century Man by the Beatles.
Broadcasting live on freethinkradio.com. It's time for the show. It's time for my
.com.
favorite part of the show.
And then you gotta wonder, you know, what's Hitler thinking? He's
What-
got this whole Aryan superpower thing going, right? And then he allies himself with the Japanese, and they're not very Aryan at all. And so you gotta question
No,
even
but they
the
were
Japanese.
motivational. They were
No,
were
but they're crazy.
inspiring. You know, that was
But
the,
He
But
saw
even
that
Japanese
crazy
are like-
in their eyes.
it was
Hitler's
yeah,
He
so-
saw their
Hitler's so
eyes, and it's
nice.
like,
You gotta figure at one time if you're a smart Japanese guy, you gotta go, oh, that fucking Hitler's gonna come for us one day. No, let's be friends. We both hate Russians.
No, the
We both hate
Germans. The
Slavs.
Germans wish they could be Japan. The Germans wish they could have come up with like anime and like toe socks.
Star Blazers
Toe
was the name of
socks.
the anime. Star Blazers was the name of the anime.
Actually, no.
in
Hold
question
on.
from a-
If I check over here, Peas.
I think it was actually Frop Blazers
Cosmex
was the
says,
name
I
of
think
that
Peas
anime.
is maybe thinking of Space
Star-
Battleship Yamato, aka Star Blazers. That's what he said.
That's correct. That's what I was saying.
Did you
That's
get
what
it
I
from
was saying.
Dr. Cosmac? Did he tell
No, I
you?
looked it up on myself.
You
I
looked
know
it
how
up
to
by
do
yourself,
research.
and you now have Amine in your search history. Are you prepared for your
Yeah,
Amazon
for the
shopping
FBI
results to
check.
forever be switched over to the? Actually, I want you to do that. Go to Amazon.com, and I want you to scroll down to the suggestions for you, and I want you to screen cap that and post that in the chat. While we do that, it's time for my favorite part of the show. The mailbag. That's also the mailbag stinger. You didn't know that. This week, man, some humdingers, some real winners here. I have for me, I get like I have a database of just things that make me laugh, and then I juxtapose them next to each other, and then it makes me laugh even more to the point that I don't even want to share it with you. You'll never get the joy that I'm getting out of just seeing these things juxtaposed with each other. It's Dear Peas, what mental stimulation activities do you find works best for dogs? And that's from Debbie J. Henry of Anaheim, California.
Well, that's an interesting question.
It is.
I'm sorry, caller 23 here, just jumping in. Was that mental stimulation or penis stimulation? Because I'm pretty sure there's one that dogs like more.
It was mental stimulation.
Mental stimulation.
So every morning when I wake up, I take my cat and my dog for a walk. And I find that the dog really enjoys it. He'll get up hours before we're supposed to, thinking that, hey, as soon as I wake up, I get to take a walk. So everybody should get up. So I would do that. I would take your dog for a walk as soon as you wake up. And that'll keep him mentally alert. And probably stop shitting in the kitchen if you do that. So there's a couple other benefits you'll get from it.
Yeah, but what about the penis stimulation?
Well, they didn't ask that. They asked about mental stimulation.
You could tie
Yeah,
it
well,
in.
that's what
That
I'm
would
asking.
Yeah, follow up. So is there like
right to the show? I guess.
Red Ryder.
MP3
No, I mean-
files for dogs. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you could mail the show, and if we read your letter on air, we'll answer that question. But you just don't get to jump to the front of the line. This isn't communist Russia.
Actually, no. He has
go
red
through
phone
this-
access because he gives enough on the Patreon that actually we're
That's right. It's red phone access. It's flexing. Dr. Trench flexing that Patreon privilege.
We're actually
with the
supposed
red
to-
phone access, no doubt. I don't think we've ever had anyone use it yet. So I encourage Dr. Trench.
How many
to
people of
use it now.
non-patronage have to suffer for him to execute his privilege?
If people
Well,
aren't
the bad
paying,
part is I'm actually
please,
using
if
it
you
not
haven't figured it
enough.
out, if they're not paying,
because
not
I was
listening.
I was a patron for like 4 months, and then I had to stop because I lost my job. But I need to start that back up. So in a few minutes here, I'll start that back up, and then you're gonna have to answer that question.
oh, that's right.
Okay.
He's not active.
Yeah, that's right. You don't
He's
actually
not an
have to
active
answer
member.
right now.
Oh man, OPs, you're in the clear. Contractual obligations on your side. If you want to take advantage of being able to ask Peas whatever you want, just go to patreon.com/hypercube. He's legally obliged. Woohoo! All right, we're back to time for the show.
Speaking of legally obligated Patreon responsibilities, aren't there any shout-outs that you have to read, Dr. Fox?
Well, it's not that I have to read them like right now. We were doing the mailbag.
Did you get any? How many people? Because I saw you post that thing earlier that it was like, oh yeah, post your shout-out.
Would you like to know?
How many people posted one?
There's 3.
3.
3.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
So
And that's off of what, like 4 hours worth of pre-show advertising?
yeah.
So Dr. Fox is getting 1 follower per 1.3 hours.
Peas.
Peas. How many
wait,
followers are
hold
you
on.
getting every 1.3 hours?
How do you know that those followers didn't come from my shares? You don't know.
No, because
Because
know
one of them
that.
is me, and we're not friends on Facebook.
Well, that's hurtful.
he's.
I'm not trying to be hurtful. I'm just trying to be honest.
Did you didn't unfriend me, did you?
No, I've never unfriended anyone in my entire tenure on Facebook. I've never unfriended
He
anyone.
swears by that.
I've been unfriended several times, but I've never unfriended anyone.
No, I didn't unfriend you, did I?
No, we've just
No.
never been friends.
But that seems okay.
Well, you never reached out to him, Peas, obviously.
It's fine.
No, it's just. I didn't.
No, it's
I
okay.
didn't realize that you. Because of your internet presence. You didn't.
I didn't realize this was a sensitive topic. I mean, I'm not a member of the Subgenius Facebook group. I'm not.
That group's dumb.
There's not a whole lot of people that I'm friends with on Facebook. Like, some people have like 12,000 Facebook friends or whatever. I've got like 90.
But like you and Fox, sounds like you guys are Facebook friends.
Oh yeah, we've been Facebook friends for decades. We've been Facebook friends for longer than Facebook has existed.
We made Facebook just so we could prove our love to everyone.
That seems nice.
Yeah, it was a romantic gesture. It didn't go the way I wanted, but at least we'll be able to retire on a yacht after Zach dies, or whatever
So
his
listen,
name is.
I want to circle back a little bit though. I've been doing this last part of the show without the hat, and do you think that it was funnier not having the hat on now in retrospect, or should I put the hat back on and
You
see
should
how this
continue.
next 20
You should.
minutes goes?
Well, it's like have you seen the gorilla run across my background?
No,
You haven't seen it yet?
no. I
Keep
can't
looking.
see it.
So, yeah, we got shout-outs. We're going to go through in the order that they were received.
All right.
Your message
Very
has been
exciting.
received. Here we go, right here. It's time for the shout-outs.
Like how many friends do you think you have? Or
This is to be read as a rant. Okay. It's going to take a little drink
COVID
here.
cough. That
Because I
COVID
saw
cough,
that was
man.
a question. There was like a radio button. Read this as a rant,
So drop down
as an
list.
advertisement, as a
Philistine.
statement. Sorry.
Well, I didn't.
Remember
I
that
didn't
time
even-
your dog ate my goldfish and you lied to me and said that I never had a goldfish? Then why did I have the bowl, huh? Why did I have the bowl? And that comes from the short bus. Next up, we have a. This is to be read as a comment. This is from Reverend Negative. I want to shout out Reverend High Priestess Poochie for putting up with my shenanigans. So, High Priestess Poochie, I would like to shout out to you for putting up with my shenanigans. And we got one more, and it's this is to be read as a rant. I'm Dr. Fox, and I just want to say that Peas is a handsome, sexy racist. Also, as Dr. Fox, I want to say that Caller 23 is a cool dude. Whoops. It looks like I have 102 characters left, so I guess I'll just say that smoked fish dip and crackers is P good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's from Caller 23. So get your shout-outs in. Go to timeoftheshow.com/shout-outs.
That is so weird.
You should have another one in there now.
Submit your shout-outs. If you're on the Patreon,
He said he
you
was
get
going
a
to do
free
a shout-out, and
Yeah.
he did.
And that I will make an additional button where you can say I want Dr. Fox to say it or I want Peas to say it. Now Peas, I'll email you all of your shout outs. So everybody, if you're on the Patreon, I will add that in. I will put that on.
It's got to be
beta.
before 9 p.m.
We're in
Hey,
beta.
what's the difference?
If I get them
what's
while
the
we're on
difference?
the show and I check it, yeah. But by 9 p.m., I guarantee I have already checked it. It's neat. So that's Cube News, everybody. It's my favorite part of the show. Let's see what else we got here. Brady B. Stevenson from Petaluma, California. We got Tina T. Bolster from Etowanda, California. I talk California again. What else we got here? Sandra R. Dunlap of Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. Deborah R. Pearson of Brentwood, New York. John G. Larson of St. Cloud, Minnesota. Michelle M. Rodriguez of Charlotte, North Carolina. Wow.
Jesus H.
Congratulations, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Jesus
Really
H.
appreciate
Christ,
that.
Jerusalem.
Okay, so Peas, this letter is for you. Dear Peas, is it okay to hug other dogs at a dog park? I go to the local dog park every night with my dog as therapy for myself, as I have autism and I feel comfortable with dogs. The park have a clique thing going on where they're all friends. They know my dog and know my name, but I just can stand in the circle and don't really say anything but pat their dogs. I really like to hug dogs, and some of the owners tell me that I want to hug them. I have to hold on to their harnesses because they're always moving. I can tell dog body language when they really don't want to be hugged, and some dogs don't, which is fine. But the other day I was hugging a dog and he was happy and licking me, but one of the people, not the dog's owner, said to the owner of the dogs, just strangle it like you do to all of the other dogs. I was a bit confused and don't know if that person was just a grumpy old man or if people were saying things behind my back.
Oh, it's, you know what, dude? That's sad because I like dogs too, and I like to give dogs hugs. But here's the thing: people always say shit behind your backs, and you could be a regular old Argus Q Fox or Peas or even a
Michelle M. Rodriguez of
Even
Charlotte,
it-
North Carolina.
even
Roy Jackson of Waterbury, Kentucky.
it could be any of those people, and you'll find that people talk behind your back and give you shit. And the thing that you need to do, or should do, or consider doing, is just fuck it. Who cares what those people say or what those people think? If they're letting you hug the dog. Enjoy that moment in time, hugging the dog. It's a precious thing, this life that we have, and you should enjoy it. Especially being a little bit of a retard. I mean, what fucking people want from you? It's Jesus Christ.
The
It's
R
nothing
word.
like doing it.
The R word really Peas. The
Yeah,
R
I
word.
I know. I did it. I
Juxtaposed.
should have done it. But it did it for
That was a
humor's
hard
sake.
R.
And I think that makes it
Hard
go out.
R, Peace. Dear Peace, girlfriend is pregnant, and I don't have any money. I'm
Wait a minute.
18 and she's
So
17.
we're gonna say from now on,
Oh.
retard's not funny. We're just saying that.
No, we didn't say
We're
that.
putting it up.
We're just commenting on the
Oh.
fact that you, well, in which way, do you want to defend your usage of the word retarded, Peas?
No, I thought it was good.
This
I thought it
this
was,
is
I
my
thought it
favorite.
was shocking.
Did you, well, I mean, the letter from Michelle indicated in the letter that they have autism. And
Hey.
that, so you're saying that a person identifying themselves as autistic.
Artistic.
Yeah.
Now, what was retarded?
Well, that's what we used to call autistic kids when I
Well,
was.
no.
When
When
I was
you said
growing up.
retarded, did you refer to Michelle? Michelle is retarded.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
She said she was a
not
retard.
not the situation. She didn't say she was a retard. She said she has autism.
Right, but okay, they're interchangeable, aren't they?
Well, are they?
No.
I thought you worked in like some sort of mental health capacity. It's
Well, yeah, but when
I mean,
when I
you seem like the
did
kinda
that,
guy-
there was
yeah.
actually a diagnosis
you were like the
for
orderlies
retarded.
in like Terminator 2. You would like get up and lick Sarah Connor's face and beat her with your nightsticks, and you'd go off and jack off in a
dude.
closet for 6 hours while you were taking all those.
No, no.
How often did that
That's
happen? Did all
awful.
of the drugs
Not
that you're supposed to
ever
give out is like
Never.
like Jimmy's supposed to get 3 of
That's
these,
awful.
but he's only been getting 2 for the past week. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that could have happened.
Yeah,
That could have happened.
is that what could have happened? Uh-huh. Well,
No. But
uppers and downers, Peas.
all right.
So what does retarded mean? That they're dialed back?
So
That they're withheld?
I think it's important.
You
to
can use
note-
it as a clinical
I think it's
term, right? If they are retarded. I don't mean it.
There
as
was
yeah, they are.
in the
This
DSM
person
in
is
the
retarded.
DSM-4
They are mentally retarded.
in DSM-4.
That's
What they
okay.
called it. It was up
I
until
guess-
like
yeah,
30
okay,
years
I'll
ago.
give that
There was
to
a thing
you.
called ARC, which was the Association for Retarded Citizens. So I know it's not politically correct, nor is it sensitive for me to use that word now.
No,
And
we
I
just
apologize for it.
don't apologize
No,
for
yeah,
it.
Not yet. Not yet.
Come
yeah.
on.
I
You gotta
apologize
save
later.
that
It's
for
early
the
in
end of the
You're making me
show.
wanna go.
You really got to think about it now. You got
But
the rest of the show to think
nonetheless.
about this. You
Well,
got
at the end, though, I remember, and I noticed, Pease, you were using, you had made reference to the DSM-4 or the DSM-5, which I believe is the current edition.
I said
or whatever.
4.
Yeah,
I
it
said
said you were
4.
referencing number 4. Yeah, exactly. But if you'll recall, it was only the DSM-3 when standard diagnosis for women who were, quote, hysterical was
Correct.
to send them off to the bleeding tent. Yeah, send them off to the bleeding tent, let them sit there for a week, drinking water, and then they can come back and join civilized society when they're no longer hysterical. That was the
Right, that's a good
DSM-3.
Right. And then there's DSM-1 where they just throw rocks at you.
Yeah, or leeches, whatever.
Something.
Anywho.
And
Yeah.
And this just in through the mailbag, Peas. This comes as a rant.
I forgot we're doing, man.
Please have Peas describe his preferred dog penis stimulation. And that's from Trenchie. Thanks, Trenchie. So go ahead, Peas.
Also, why is
So,
it Red Rocket, Red Rocket?
.com.
I don't know why they call it that, but it's a well-known fact that English bulldogs cannot breed for themselves any longer, just like they can't swim because of their bone density. So there actually is a profession where a
They're using them
professional
as anchors.
ejaculator will stimulate the male bulldog in order to gather his seed so that he can then artificially inseminate it into the female. Now, some people have a method where they like to have the female there in uterus because it helps encourage the male dog. Other ejaculators have found that it's better to have that alone time with the dog where you bond and make that connection with the dog. But the actual method of stimulating the dog to completion is much like you would any small animal or mammal. So there's not much variation in that. And of course, the collection method is usually a small silicone cup that can usually be utilized with a syringe for the insertion into the female. Now, if the female's there in uterus, it makes it very, very, very quick and easy to do it. The problem being is sometimes the bulldog will bite you as you try to inseminate the female. So again, it's good to have a backup ejaculator with you whenever you're beating a dog off. Just so you know.
That's pretty
was worth
comprehensive.
it.
Actually, thank you for that. Yeah, thanks.
That's P good, Peas. You did good. You did Daddy proud.
Well, yeah, it's a tough job being the guy that has to be the male inseminator for a bulldog or whatever. It's a tough job to have to be able to sit there and jerk off a male bulldog. You know, it's not a tough job. No, actually, that's a tough job too. Being the female inseminator, being the one that has to inseminate the female, whatever.
The worst thing about it is there's not that many bulldogs to begin with that people want to breed. So it's not like it's a full-time gig. It's something that you have to do as a hobby. And maybe it's like a side gig. Once or twice a year you get called to whack off a dog.
We don't need an overabundance of bulldogs, the English bulldog specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can start using them as anchors. That's what
it's not even like it can be a full-time profession or something like that. You pretty much are like this hobbyist that maybe at some level you're enjoying doing this to the dog, but nonetheless, it is something. If we want to have bulldogs, that's what we've got to do.
That's interesting, and it's interesting you too, Dr. Fox, saying, "Oh well, we don't have that many, bulldogs or whatever." I say we need more
that's the
bulldog
idea, is
inseminators because we need
ejaculators.
If there's one thing
ejaculators, dude.
we need
Please.
more. Yeah, we need more
Ejaculators.
bulldog ejaculators because we need more service dogs. And everybody knows the only dog capable of being a service dog in the United States for a
Bama.
rich white woman is a bulldog or a pit bull or a Rottweiler. They're the only good service dogs out there.
Oh man, you
So-
got some incel shit going out there now. Look at you.
No,
I'll
do you
switch
understand
up.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll let
No.
you guys handle this one. In fact, I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pee.
No.
I'm gonna take off my headphones. I'm gonna go pee. You guys settle that out.
No, let's do a break. We should do a break.
No.
and then come back.
I really want you guys
No,
to settle
I
this real
gotta
quick.
pee
I'm
too.
just
I
gonna
gotta
step
pee
away for
too.
just a moment, okay? I'm just gonna step away.
No.
I'll be right back.
Actually, yeah, it's a good idea because there's something that I wanted to talk to Peas privately about here. And now that I've got your ear and it's a private setting, Peas, there's something that I wanted to talk to you about. Now, what I need you to do is I'm going to have to get you to switch comm protocols. So what you're going to have to do is press and hold the up arrow and the down arrow buttons for 8 to 10 seconds. And then when it goes into the comms menu settings, then I'll need you to use the arrows to scroll to the comm menu specifically. Then press the circular arrows button where it's like one arrow on top and then another one on the bottom, like circle arrows or whatever, to advance to that screen. Next, so what you're going to want to do is in that screen, now on that menu, you're going to want to scroll down to the Modbus settings and press the circular arrow button again to advance. Then you can change between Modbus or standard protocol. You need to change to Modbus protocol and then press the infinity key to back out to the home screen. Okay, so let me know when you've done that and we'll go to the next step.
Okay, just a second.
Caller 23, I was
Are
trying
you
to
working on
follow along, and I got my dick stuck in the ceiling fan.
Yeah, a common problem. It happened. Don't be embarrassed. You're not the first one that this has happened to. You go to. It was right before you pressed the circular arrow key to advance the second time that you got your dick stuck in the box fan, isn't it? Or did you say box
Yeah.
fan or ceiling fan?
Well, first one, then the other. I got it unstuck from the ceiling fan. Now it's in the box fan.
Yeah, very common mistake. Don't be ashamed. It's happened to me at least half a dozen times. So what you're going to want to do is, did your dick actually bring the fan blades to a stop?
No, they're whirring and going. Thuk, 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 thuk.
Okay, so they're going the correct direction. So what you need to do
the
is
fan
actually,
blades are not my dick.
yeah, exactly. So what I need you to do is find the little controller knob on the side of the fan, or if it's one of the pull chains, then pull it 3 times to get it to go 1 step faster.
All right, and it's
Okay.
actually, yep,
So is it going faster now?
it's going faster now.
And does it hurt more?
Yes and no.
Good. Okay, we're good. We're good then. I think we're good here.
Good. I'm glad you guys were able to straighten that out.
Or get it caught in the fan, one way or the other,
You might have.
Now, what's the best way to clean up all the blood and semen off the wall?
Well, the same way you always do with the
turn the fan on
Ultra Boys
reverse.
pants.
Oh, okay.
Start fucking vacuum cleaners instead. It's way more hygienic.
Yeah, damn.
And you don't
You
have
get
to
that
use
HEPA
you don't have to
filter in
use
them.
the tube. You can get down on the floor, have somebody run over you. They got those new
Yep.
robot vacuum cleaners. You can fuck them. That's why they're selling. You can fuck them. They made a toaster. They made a robotic toaster. Didn't sell too well. But the vacuum, it's doing just fine. All right.
That product definitely got off the ground.
That's for you. All right, Peas. It's time for a song break. What song do you want to hear? You can hear any song in the world.
I want to hear the opening theme song to Battleship Yamamata, 2199. Star Blazers.
AKA Star Blazers. Well, wouldn't
Yep.
you know it,
By
that
Elton John.
earlier when I had that come across my LED marquee. Do you have one of those installed? Do you have like the 1985 red LED scrolling marquee above your monitor that sends you all your text message updates?
No, you have one of those?
I do, and it said to Dr. Fox, Star Blazers. So this is the theme song.
Blazer.
We'll be right
Star
back
Blazer.
with more show. With the putrid stench of dried bodily fluids and greasy naturally occurring oils that leave sopping puddles of filth on your pillow and mattress, then you may be one of a small group of people living with a condition known as stank ass. Stank ass affects lives every day and without proper treatment can result in lingering odors and musks trailing behind individuals living with stank ass. Finally, there is a solution. Introducing Triology soaps. Soaps. By mixing Triology soaps with water and applying to the body, laboratory tests have shown that this can reduce the body's own tolerance for stank ass. Unlike other soaps that just mask odors, Triology soaps glycerin-based slack and phase technology fights stank ass at its core. Triology soaps is also shown to be effective at fighting off other organisms living on the body, and when combined with everyday hand washing, can be utilized to combat viruses with COVID-19, E. coli, and Batman fingers. Triology soaps also makes for a good personal lubricant. And with the patented Dobbs Bar Hygiene Kit, you can rest assured for your extra time in the bathroom doesn't just leave you feeling relieved, but also refreshed. If you would like to learn more and try Triology soaps, visit TriologySoaps.com today. The only soaps approved by the Church of the Subgenius. It's time for the show Hypercube Patreon shoutouts. And that includes Triology soaps, Caller 23, Dr. Cosmac, Michael Marcus, Dr. Trench, and Scalpod, all at the $10 Oxtail and Vodka level. At our potassium level, Phosphate Spinord, Reverend Council of Hazel of the Windmills, on our AstroTurf level, along with Agent Lloyd, Martha Arthur, Dr. Ellis, Reverend Negative, Long Dead. Those are the weeklies. If you want to get your weeklies, it's $5. Everyone else, you'll get one next week. So get in there. Well, this guy's signed up today. Let's give everybody one last time. All right, let's just do it this one time. Recently upgraded Reverend 80, 3-ply level, Vanessa, Reverend Wemo, and Reverend Fanboy. Just wanted to get that in there for peace. All right, you're listening to Time for the Show.
You ever wish you were like in D'Artagnan days? knights and we were like 3 musketeers and we had like swords and stuff. That would be cool.
Swords or hold on.
that
Swords.
That echoed.
Swords are. It's hard to say. Are swords cool, Peas? Do you think swords are cool?
Like D'Artagnan swords, if everybody had
Describe a
them, then when you
D'Artagnan
have them-
sword. You meaning something like a rapier? You want to go fencing
Yeah,
with it?
Like we could be like a gang and hang
Son of
out
D'Artagnan.
and have
A raper?
wine and stuff. And they pee out of wit.
Not with that attitude.
Now, that's kind of cool, I guess. But I'll tell you, Caller 23 here,
Oh yeah.
and I'll
hi,
tell you
Caller
what I
23.
think is really cool.
What do you think
is
really cool, Caller 23?
a name that I haven't
Oh,
heard
wow.
before. Michael Marcus at the $10 level.
Yes.
Never heard that name before, and yet sounds like a Studley kind of name. Sounds like the kind of name that someone real badass would have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. He's in the badass tier.
Yep.
I believe that was. It's rough. I have to go off of what's provided to me when you sign up. You know, so if you have a church name and I don't know your other name, and I kind of put it together when I realized who it was. So, we just have to keep moving past it, Caller 23. We
Yeah, I
thank
hear
him- thank
you.
him for
I'm
his
sure that they
contribution.
didn't know that they had to put their church name in there. Shit,
If-
I don't even have a church name.
No, you just gotta make one up. But thank you for joining timefortheshow.com.
He joined.
Michael Marcus, that's what we're talking about. The total badass Michael Marcus.
And Alan Bernard.
And Alan Bernard. That's
Yes.
right. Bernard is also a real
We don't
real
have
tough
to.
guy kind
We
of
don't
name.
have to take. We don't have to take all the money though, right? Like.
Well, no, that's kind of the idea. It's a voluntary
No, we're going
service.
to donate
We're-
it to charity.
Yeah, Caller 23, you're gonna have to fix your
Pretty.
radio. We can't understand anything that you're saying. But no, we have a.
Yeah, it
Exactly.
sounds like there's some lag going on.
So I'd have to, I have to go through, and if they're on the Discord and they're in the server, they're supposed to get an email when they sign up that offers them a link to tie their
Yeah.
server together, and it gives them a perk. And so, they get to go to some of the secret rooms. Like if you're not a verified Hypercom user, like just anybody can come in, but you can only see the public access stuff. There's actually dozens
so gay.
of secret rooms
Secret rooms, people.
that you'll never find. There's rooms Peas doesn't even know about.
Oh, that's outrageous.
And
That's some bullshit. What?
there's several that he doesn't know about.
Fuckers.
And yeah, so running along
Like
on that.
name one of them.
Name one of them.
Scabs.
Scabs.
The Scabs VIP.
No,
room.
I was in the Scabs VIP room.
Do you have
I'm getting there if I
permission to
wanted.
view Scabs?
You're a host of the show.
I guess. Yeah. See that? There you go, Peas. There's one of your perks of being a host on Time for the Show. Other people donate money to Time for the Show, and that grants
I know
them
it.
access to things like the Scabs channel. Like that's our $4
Jesus.
tier, if I'm not mistaken, Caller 23.
Pieces kicked in monies from time
There's a
to time.
$9.99 tier I looked at when I was joining. I
And
not
that's
paying
gone
attention,
now.
But I noticed it. What?
It was 9/11.
It's actually 9/11,
No.
and that tier was bought out. That tier
Yeah.
actually got closed.
Banned.
But then recently, I was one of the members of that tier, and then recently I upgraded to the $10 tier, which means there is now one opening available at the $9.11 tier.
I don't
There's
think
one.
so. No, I think the tier is closed now.
It's closed.
Oh, really?
If you
What
want
Yes,
that
is-
well, it was
tier-
running.
There's
It
only
was
2 out of
running.
3
It was
members.
running along the promotion of the autographed self-portrait of the Prophet Muhammad.
Which I did receive, by the way.
Yes.
So
I didn't even get one of those.
Well, you didn't
So
sign
you
up.
didn't sign up for
You didn't sign
Patreon.
up.
I did.
I don't think you ever donated a single dollar yet, have you, Peas?
Oh, that's not true. I've spent many dollars on the show.
We're not talking about sweat equity.
No, I'm mailing stuff back,
Sweat quitty is what we like to call it.
and then my internet bill's very expensive.
Oh yeah,
fine.
that's right. And you dedicate all that internet to Time for the Show every month. I forgot.
All of it. All 100% of it, smart ass.
That's right.
Don't judge me.
You've never Google searched for anything at your own home.
No. Fuck, I don't even do my work on my internet.
What do you use, smoke signals or carrier
Fucking-
pigeons?
Fucking pick up the phone. I'm like,
Let's
You're
see.
an IT
Out of-
guy, right? So
out of-
carrier pigeons.
Out of that, let's see. The first $5 goes to Internet Archive out of a automated donation in the name of Hypercube Labs. So that's $5 every month for Internet Archive for volunteering their space to us, which we are hosting our podcast on now, and they're saving me a bunch of bandwidth. So thank you, Internet
That's
Archive.
nice.
All right, the next
They're awesome.
$8 goes towards our Minecraft hosting.
I sent them nudes.
And every month, there's 2 servers, and they run like $4 a month each, and that's what hosts our Minecraft server, which you can join if you go to
Wow,
the
you
Hypercom.
spend more on Minecraft than you do on Internet Archive?
for
We have
2
a
servers.
Minecraft
Yeah.
server?
Would you like me to
What
adjust
is
that?
Minecraft?
I
What is
think-
Minecraft?
It's a game that several people have started playing again, and have gotten together on the Hypercom to like totally
How does it
raid
work?
villages and stuff. You hook your computer up to like a mine cart, and you crank it through, and you grind for diamonds. Yo, it's all about those diamonds.
Do you think I would be good at it?
Have you watched any of the live streams that we've done?
No, I never played the Minecrafter.
Well, you didn't have to play it. I actually broadcast video of me and several other people in the Hypercom playing Minecraft together.
Minecrafted?
Yeah, we were totally
It's basically like
Minecraft.
Hypercube Go.
Yeah, it was hypercubego.com.
I don't really like watching video games.
Well, you can
As
play
much as
this
I might
one.
like doing it myself.
Well, I almost got tricked into playing Fortnite.
No. Caller 23 here, and I'm going to have to jump in and discredit you, Peas. You actually like watching games being played successfully more than you like bumbling around and trying to be successful at it yourself.
Does he?
Yes,
How do you do
you
that?
enjoy watching people play the game well
No.
more than you like fumbling around and not playing it well yourself.
Listen to his tone. It's like he's caught me with the corpse of some bloody person or something.
You
And he's
invoked him.
exposed
You
to me
were the
in
one
front of
asking
court.
last week where he was. You missed him.
I know, I did. What the
Here
fuck was
he
I
is.
thinking? He's now accusing me of all kinds of shenanigans and
Well, I mean, I
misdoing.
don't mean to come across as aggressive, Peas.
You
This is
don't.
something that's very, very, very common. In fact, I enjoy watching people who are good at playing video games play them more
Do
than
you?
I enjoy playing them myself. Yeah, because you get to see all the good stuff.
No, I don't give a shit about the good stuff. I want the thrill of victory.
You
So
want
you
to see
wanna
someone
play the video
it
game.
elegantly.
You want to
You
play
wanna
the
see
video
the
game,
elegance.
Peas?
No, listen. That's like saying, "Oh, I'd rather watch some really good porn than fuck somebody myself."
tell you
That's
what.
ridiculous.
I'll
I'd
tell
watch
you
someone
what.
who
Hold
fucked
on.
that
Hold
really
on.
well
I
rather
have-
No, that's
than
ridiculous.
fuck
That's
her poorly
ridiculous.
myself.
I would rather watch this really good porn with these
I
pretty people
had-
really going at it than bang myself. That's ridiculous, dude. That's ridiculous.
I had
I
purchased
know
the
I'm
key.
never gonna be
Peas.
as good as those porn people, but god damn it, I'm gonna get some.
All right. Well, I've got
then get
a
some.
key for
Get on the
Minecraft
server.
that I was going to. If you'll get on and do the Friday night live stream, it'd be a video stream. Unfortunately, it would be on Freethink Radio. It'd be on the Hypercube Go channel on YouTube. But Peas, I will give you a Minecraft license agreement key. But you have to play Minecraft, and you have to be on mic and more than likely on camera, and you have to do it. I see. A key costs about $30 out of the Patreon budget, stretched out over a year, 5 to 6. I'd say you'd have to play at least 6 weeks worth of games for us to pay it off. If I gave you the Minecraft key, you will have to do a 6-episode mini-series. It will be Peas in Minecraft.
Like EverQuest? Is it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
EverQuest?
actually it is. So you walked right into it. It's exactly like EverQuest. You go right in. There's no real instructions. You just start hitting and attacking things, and before you know it, you win. And it's in 3D.
Do I pick a faction?
You can play it over a dial-up modem. We have stuff like that on our server. We don't have all of it enabled.
Server?
Hey, is that where those dances come from?
Yeah,
The
Aster
Minecraft?
6 totally
Does-
raided Scalpod and Hazel's former villages and settlements. Totally ganked their stuff. I watched her do it.
Oh, that seemed mean.
Well, they're playing a game of survival, and with the other
Are
server,
you just setting me up? Are you setting me up to make like a really cool thing that I'm gonna like, and then somebody's gonna come pillage it?
well, that is kind of here.
Possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
What?
That's an element of the game.
I can't opt out of PvP.
Well, even without the PvP, the game actually Minecraft has evolved, and yeah, it's like EverQuest. The enemy factions start coming to you. The longer you camp there, they start camping outside, waiting for you.
Which factions are you guys, so I can be friends?
We're the Cube Boys. Cubeboi. I think it's an S. Is it an S or a Z?
Some spellings.
I forget. Yeah, Cube Boys. We're the Cube Boys. Woo! And we're on the side of all that is Hypercube.
You think it's gonna take away from my Starfleet game that I play
Wait
on
a
my
second. Are you
phone?
playing a video game?
Playing? Well, I
What-
think you call
are
them
you
video
playing a
games when
video
they're on your
game?
phone.
You're
I
playing
play
something on your phone? You're playing like a freemium
on
game?
on my iPad, but it could be a phone.
Oh my
game,
god!
I guess.
I'm okay. Can somebody look this game up for me? I want to know this game that you're just sitting on an iPad playing a video game, aren't you?
No, not right now.
It's like
I
Candy
wouldn't do
Crush,
that during
isn't
the
it?
show.
It's Star Trek Candy Crush. It's all match threes, and then Kurt
Damn.
comes up and goes,
Oh, it's
Good job.
it's called Starfleet, man.
and
That's awesome.
the Gorn. The Gorn totally comes
There's
out.
some Gorn in it. There are Gorn
You have
in
to
it.
beat off
It's
the
cool.
Gorn. You have to click the little button, and you have to make his little reptilian wiener flop
Now
around.
that's a challenge, being a Gorn ejaculator.
No, it's
Then
not.
That's
They're so
that-
incredibly fertile, peas. You're just doing them a favor. It's just more like a psychological release for them.
it's on the temperature.
That's why the Gorn are so into
For
bondage.
What you chewing on? What is that?
I thought that was a vape at first, and then he started eating it.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Oh, it might be a Slim Jim or something.
Slim Jims are
Wait,
known
no, that's
for
like,
the,
what is
for
that,
their
like
bite.
rolled up seaweed, or what is that?
Hold on, I want to go. This is really good. I got to remember this one for Foley work later.
Yeah, because it sounds like a carrot, but it doesn't look like a carrot.
I'm gonna
It
sing
is his. It's his vape.
for you
He's
for you
doing-
kids at home. I have the severed leg of like a missing person, and it's full of scar tissue and razor blade wounds,
It's so gross.
and it's
This is a
dripping.
very old missing person giving
There's
the
a-
cover, giving the color of it and everything.
There's just this layer of dried skin up here on the top, and I'm just gonna poke my tongue through it. I'm just gonna peel it back.
Wizard.
It's almost like if a fruit roll-up was made of Pop Rocks.
That was great. I wish I had brought another one of those out. That is that's the poor man's carrot, we like to
It's-
say.
I still don't know what it was.
It's a Foley secret. Gotta be in the union. Woo! Union! That's my big soda from earlier. I haven't had enough. I'm gonna go back out
Never
for more
enough.
soda. I love soda pop peas.
I feel like
I had Stewart's key lime soda this week. My wife got fancy sodas.
Dr. Fox, you ever made your own soda?
Nope.
They've got that
No,
one
actually,
on the
yes,
internet.
I did. I did make my own soda.
Was it Open Cola?
It was
The one
definitely
on the,
open.
the open source cola?
It was definitely opened. We'll say that.
Did you just take Chatter Cube away from me?
What?
No, you just minimized the menu. Go
Caller
click on
23 on call.
the Vicecom menu.
Nice IT support. Did you accuse me of something, Peas?
No.
Did something happen and you accused me of taking something away from
Well,
you?
we were just talking about stuff.
We were just talking about all of the things that I had given you. All of these gracious privileges and perks.
Well, you know, you never answered my question. Is that that
Yes,
dance
our internet
that
is
all the
expensive.
kids do? They do that dance with their arms.
The next $10 in the Patreon goes out to
Back to
other
Minecraft?
Patreon projects, including some back to Freethink Radio, just to keep the love moving around.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. They're gone.
That's the whole idea. Just kind of bump each other up, make each other look better. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So yeah, like the first $28, $30 is services and crap like that. And if I believe Hazel of the Windmills is our sole Discord Nitro booster now, and I believe she's using both Discord boosts for our server. So if they were to so decide to discontinue their Discord Nitro support, then $9.99 a month I would probably put into that and keep the server boosted to keep the minimum bullshit level that we have up. So there goes that. But then after that, yeah, I think we can cut into some. So what?
Then it's all hookers and blow.
Yeah, exactly. So who's your
After
dial-up
that,
provider?
It's all hookers
Peas?
and blow.
You could have dropped that hooker off. Hey, Peas.
Yeah.
What do you call a Mexican slut?
I don't know, Fox. Please finish your racist joke.
Yeah, and it better not.
I was waiting for him to
It better
set
not
it
be
up.
racist.
Better not have nothing bad
I was
to
hoping
do
for a
with my
little bit
friends.
more vaudeville showmanship in you, Peas. I thought that was the whole point. I was totally setting you up to just set me up more. So let's try
Yeah,
it
but
again.
you know that
Hey,
Reverend-
Peas,
that Reverend
what do you
fanboy
call a
is
Mexican
probably
slut? And then you say, I don't know, Dr. Fox. What do you call a Mexican slut? So let's try it like that. Hey, Peas, what do you call a Mexican slut?
I don't know, Reverend Fox. What do you call a Latino with a free-spirited sexual attitude?
A frijole. And see, you
I
couldn't
don't-
even ruin it. It was perfect. And
was
that was
good.
and that's what you get for shopping a joke. That's from Reverend 80, and that was shopped in the Proving Grounds channel at the Hypercom, and you can totally go and appreciate that. There was another one, but I remember the punchline, but I don't remember the setup. So I'll look at that later. But that's just the effect that our scientific industrial processing does for you, Peas. That is a process of my favorite part of the show, Proving Grounds. Is he loud enough? Can you guys hear him?
Show me what you got.
Yeah, get in there.
So loud.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Fucking nerd. All
Nerd.
right.
Nerd.
Okay, Peas. Oh man, I clicked. So to try and distract from any general headlines with the bullshit that we've been dealing with since we started this segment, we'll just head to the technology segment. Man. Oh yeah, here, make a video game joke, Peas. Halo Infinite graphics backlash explained.
I don't even know what you just said. Man.
I don't either. Moving on.
I actually can explain that.
Halo Infinite graphics backlash explained. Mysterious white next-gen Xbox controller appears online. Are those two separate things?
Those are two separate things.
Okay.
Yeah, the Halo Infinite, they had they tried to show off the new engine, and it turns out it actually looks like an Xbox 360 game right now. So they fucked up something horrifically with the demo.
Oh. It's Halo Infinite graphics.
Exactly.
Not Halo.
More like
Infinite
Halo
graphics.
Infinitely Bad. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Joe Rogan's comments about video games upset gamers and spark responses.
Wants to do more DMT.
We've done
Yeah.
that one a million
Joe
times.
Rogan, it's hard to make a joke about him because he's just kind of a dick.
DMT.
Blind eye to Joe Rogan
All right.
and
DMT.
friends.
I'm Joe Rogan. I like DMT.
How to
I'm Joe
take
Rogan. I
screenshots on
smoked
your
pot with
Android
Elon
phone.
Musk, and that made my career.
And we
know,
did
it's like-
DMT. And we
Dude,
touched
he's
dick.
just a regular guy. It's Joe Rogan is like Howard Stern from Millennials.
I did Fear Factor. I'm a star.
Has he beat up his girlfriend yet?
Have you ever done DMT?
Many times.
I'm Joe Rogan.
All right. Leaked
You ever
iPhone
done
12
DMT?
photos suggest one big rumor was wrong.
It's not a giant dildo, but it does vibrate.
I was aiming that way. I was going to go with the genital sensor not featured.
Yeah, exactly.
In support of non-binary users, the genital scanning feature has been discontinued. Shame, shame, shame. Peas, you got anything?
Do I got anything?
Yeah.
iPhone sensor,
iPhone
Phone
12.
reveal.
One big rumor was wrong.
How about this? Kim Kardashian is spotted with Kanye West in Wyoming after his public apology.
Montana refuses admission.
Hannah Montana totally refused admission.
Oh. Are you gonna read
Ellen-
him off now, Peas?
Ellen-
He figured out how to do it.
Ellen DeGeneres show workplace under investigation by Warner Media.
They think something might be a little queer on set.
Oh.
Nice!
Oh.
Yeah! Well played. Well played.
I love her though. I think she's so
She's
cute.
so nice.
Even though she's undergoing like media scrutiny or whatever,
Like
and
criminal
also I wouldn't stand a
investigations.
chance.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
here
just
we
think
go.
she's so
They're
cute.
gonna roast her alive.
Trump will not visit Capitol to pay respects to civil rights leader icon John
You
Lewis.
Peas, you're really gonna-
that
you're-
fucker owes me. That fucker owes me for an 8-ball still.
You have to read it into the microphone. All we heard was.
Trump will not visit Capitol to pay respects to civil rights icon John Lewis.
He was
Trump
quoted
will-
as saying, "I'll pay respects like I pay my taxes." Fuck you.
He said that fucker still owes me from an 8-ball on The Apprentice.
Dag, yo, dag.
Trump will pay respects by not attending the funeral.
Actually, that's a good one, Trenchie. Most respectful thing he could do.
What else you got, Peas? Come on. You're driving now.
I'm driving.
You're throwing them out. Oh no, hey, no, you're not. You're scrolling down and you're reading them, and then
how-
you're announcing them. You're reading them so you could say your joke, and you don't
Okay,
wait
how-
for anybody else. And then when we step
I
over,
did
then you
that
say it
before,
again.
And you said no.
Uh-huh.
No,
No,
it's
go
all right,
ahead.
no.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
How the Senate GOP bill would affect jobless benefits.
It won't. Thank you. Thank you.
Please allow me to retort.
What do you got?
Oh, yeah, nothing, man. This life is too funny right now
it's
to
too-
even
it's
make
too
jokes
hard.
about this shit.
That's why you got to stick. No, that's why you have to go to the other categories. You have to.
Oh.
You have to go.
You gotta go to science, you gotta go to sports.
Don't go to health though.
Yeah, no, it's coronavirus.
Do what the government does and ignore that and the science section. Researchers offer unprecedented look into central engine powering a solar flare.
Solar flare is now determined good for what ails you.
I'll give you a surprise.
A rim shot?
Yeah, surprise rim shot. I saw a headline that said that this is what Comet Neowise looks like from the ISS, but I read it as ISIS. What Comet Neowise looks like from the ISIS, and I just imagine just a bunch of guys with rocket launchers aiming them at the sky. Man, when Neowise breaks apart in just a few more hours and ends up taking out half of the planet, ISIS will be like, we did that! I can only do that because I learned how to make a turkey call when I was younger.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Let's put that in the filter. That was pretty good. That ate up 3 minutes.
Very nice.
Extreme Chernobyl fungus could protect astronauts from deadly radiation.
Duh.
Yes.
Yep.
They're growing their rockets over there. The insulation will just be mushrooms harvested from Chernobyl. All right, and what do we got here? And your local news: MTV star Charlie Balducci dies suddenly in Staten Island.
Staten Island, why they gotta die here?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Never thought I'd die in a traffic jam.
I like what you got. Good job.
Always leave the
You know what sold that? Is because I did that like Staten Island voice.
I like that I clicked your local news and it gives me Staten Island. That's nice. I like that it doesn't have enough personal information on me to actually pinpoint good local news for me. Really wants me to. Google thinks I'm in New York. I'm fine with that. How are your end user license agreements these days, Peas? Or shall we say Roy C. Jackson of Waterbury no, wait, we already did that one. What say you, Chris V. Thomas of Crosby, Minnesota?
Well, my user agreements always involve clicking. And when you click, you get my free nude catalog of fully clothed peas, kilts, and all.
I was going to do a Dr. Fox interactive calendar.
Was it gonna have nudes?
Well, they're lewds peas, and it's
It's got electrical tape over the nipples and the clit.
And it's
like a sex
it's safe for work, let's say. But I did enhance it. Like I went to like a children's book factory, and I got some of the materials. So like Pat the Bunny. I got some dark Pat the Bunny fur, and that's on like my chest areas on January when I'm on the bearskin rug by the fireplace. And then in April, which is my birthday month, that's the one I'm in the firefighter suspenders, and you can pull on the suspenders and they snap against the book. It's really so it's fun for everybody.
Do I get a month?
It's my calendar. Why would you get a month in my calendar?
Because we're pals.
I'm the one taking the pictures. You keep wanting in on all of my.
There's a month, and it's November, and it's a month where there's a toilet, and Dr. Fox has just taken a giant dump. And the interactive part is that you can flush the toilet handle. You can actually flush the handle, and his turd will go down into the toilet. which is Pease's face. The whole thing is Pease's face. So
Well, that seems hurtful and mean. What did I ever do to you?
again, it's hurtful and mean. Yes, I'm not discrediting this analysis. This is a fine analysis of what I'm doing. But
And I'm also curious, is that like the best that you could do at being
That was pretty
hurtful
good.
and mean?
No, it's never the
Right?
best.
No.
I've never
But,
done.
but
I
for
haven't
mean
done
and
my
hurtful,
best
it
yet.
was very creative.
My
It
best
made
has
me
yet to
laugh.
come.
I was able to
No,
picture
come
that.
on. You can't say. Oh, a joke
Well, we'll
is
leave it up.
terribly
All right, we'll
creative.
leave it up to the chat. And you, the
Okay, chat. Yeah, caller 23 here. How do you think I've been doing at
And on top of that, you guys are going to.
these on several occasions. I want to know how you think I'm doing.
Here.
It was what I was going to say. Is I want them to pick
You don't
the
have
month.
to announce that you're caller 23 every time you talk. It's not a
Peas.
fucking CB radio.
Peas.
Everybody knows that you caller
Peas.
23. You don't have to caller
You
23
gotta
here
talk to the
from
audience.
The more times you say it, the better it
Stop
works,
talking
Peas.
to caller 23 and talk to the audience. You're supposed to tell them. You sell them on this part that there is a contest,
Taking my hat off.
and the society
Taking my hat
is going to pick which month of the year
Put your hat back on,
that
Peas.
you're going to pose for.
Yep.
So everyone,
off now.
you vote on
That's
the
all I
month.
was saying is do I get a month and then you guys flip out. I
But
would
you
give
have
a
to
month
take
in my
the
calendar.
picture. So you have to take a picture to be in my Tasteful Ludes calendar.
I don't even want to make a calendar now. I don't
Okay.
even wanna-
Well, then I'll
Oh,
come
I
on
don't
with
even want
mine.
to do it now. I don't even want to make a lewd calendar
I was going to make
now.
a big deal out of it. I was going to make it interactive. People were going to get excited. People probably would have thrown money down on like
Peas.
a GoFundMe
Peas
to get it
here.
made.
I don't feel like doing the calendar.
It doesn't
anymore.
work when you do it, Peas. It's something that I
I'm
do.
sorry.
I don't know if you ever well, of course, because you've never actually listened to my show. But every time that, for example, if you were to ever listen to the What the Fuck Did I Just show, every time I do a Triology soap commercial, the Triology soap commercial starts with caller 23 here, and what's that smell? Oh,
Well,
it's
that's
you.
your show. Why are you trying to bring your show over here?
Because I'm
I don't
trying
know,
to
your
move.
show-
I'm trying to.
your show-
I'm trying to bring my brand with me, so
Oh,
that
don't do
I'm
that.
across
Don't do that.
spectrum.
Peas, you always want to
It's
have
really
a
complicated
guest.
media
Here's
stuff,
a you always
It's really,
want to
really
have
complicated,
guests.
and I'd hate
Here's
to have
somebody
to explain
with a
brand.
show on the network. Interview caller 23. You always wanted a
No,
guest.
I'd
Here's
rather not.
no. There you go.
Nah.
You want to? If
Rather
I'm gonna
not.
book,
Peas.
if
I
I'm
was
gonna
looking
be
at my show
expected
the other day.
to book
We've done
guests,
25 weeks in a
you're-
row now.
You're
Wow.
Looking at your radio show.
Wow.
Looking at your radio show. 25 show.
wow.
Let me tell you something, young man. Me and Argus Fox piss out 25 shows while we're talking about doing 25
Me
other
and
different
Argus
shows.
Fox.
Yeah, you mean Argus Fox did?
Whatever.
Peas, how many shows have you done? Probably 25 total.
Shut up. I've done a lot of shows. You don't know me.
Yeah, but I've been listening to Time for the Show for the last 210 shows or whatever.
I've
You know what I'm
been
saying?
on.
You've been on like 20 of them.
I've been on a great deal of them.
You've been
You've been
on them.
on many of them.
You've
That's
been
true.
on many of
several of them.
You've been
You
on a
have, in fact, been on several of them.
Peas.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
legitimate
that
question.
Traumatic.
Peas, have you been on at least half the episodes?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
I've been on more than half. I've been on three.
No, definitely not.
How many episodes
Well,
do we have?
maybe about half. Maybe about half.
Maybe
Oh,
about
bullshit,
half.
dude. I've done at least 75% of them.
Barely.
You think so? You really think so, Peas?
Yeah, I do. Absolutely, I do.
Wow, this would probably be worth a survey of going because they're all posted on the internet. Somebody should go and listen to them all and see if Peas was there. And if Peas was there, you write a 1, and if he wasn't there, you write a 0, and then
You
you
have to listen to the
total
whole
up.
fucking show, too. You can't just say, oh, Pete's not on this one.
No.
Sometimes show up.
If Peas shows up for 1 sentence, then he's on the show.
Fair.
Soundboard counts, too.
No.
No, RoboPeas doesn't count.
How will you know? How will you even know?
Because I've used RoboPeas myself on time for the show to emulate you being there.
That doesn't seem fair at all.
I
didn't know
know,
about
because
that.
because people think that they're getting peas when in reality they're getting the soundboard.
I'm going to talk to the station manager about that. That's some bullshit right there.
Okay, in fact, let me let you talk to my manager. Dr. Fox, this is Peas. He's an upset customer.
Yeah.
He's a customer.
Bullshit.
What did he buy?
Oh, actually, he's not a member of the Patreon, so he hasn't bought anything yet. He's a concerned citizen.
Okay. Yeah,
I didn't know we were having our town hall. Oh man, I want to.
No, I'm just fucking with you though, Peas, but seriously, like, you've been on like 55% of the shows.
Around.
Somebody should go back and count. Somebody really should.
I started doing. The thing is, if you just go by the titles, they can be misleading because there's episodes where we
you
talk
have to
about
listen to the
peas.
whole thing. You have to listen to the whole thing, and if Peas is there for 10 seconds and says one thing, then he was on the show.
Since
But
episode
if it's
like
RoboPeas,
85,
then it's not. He's not on the
if
show.
Peas is in the show, then there's a Peas tag there. So we just need somebody to go through the first 85 episodes and determine where Peas is.
There's shows where there's not peace tags on them. It pisses me off.
There's
And
shows
I'm in
you're
the
in
show.
without Peas tags?
Yeah.
Send me the links. I'll
I
fix
listen
it.
to every show. Man.
You haven't listened to every show.
Every single show. That's how I know.
You only
That's how I
listen
know
to the
you're
ones
so
that you're
full of
on.
shit. And that's I've listened to 175
Send me the links.
shows.
I promise you I'll fix them. You send me the links to the episodes that you're in that I didn't give you credit, and I will totally give you a Peas tag.
We'll see.
I'm sure we will.
I got hurt feels now.
Oh, yeah, don't be like that, Peas. You know, it's all fun and games here. This is fake reality land.
Yeah,
We all get
now
to
you're-
fuck
it's just
around
like
with
the
each
road
other and be
rules,
assholes.
Peas.
And then when the show is done, then we're all friends again.
Yeah, none of this really matters.
Shows, nothing about
I still have RoboPeas. Actually, I was thinking about doing a What the Fuck Did I Just Show episode where it's basically all RoboPeas. I just need you to say a few more things. Silently, without the music in the background, so that I can record it.
not saying anything.
In fact, I have a small list of things here that I'd love for you to say, if you could just say them right now. Would you? Just repeat after me. Peas here. So that was Peas here. Oh, come on. You know it, Peas. You know I'm going to do a whole episode of you whether you say this shit or not. It's definitely going to happen. I already have enough.
I can't wait.
I do like episodes about me.
Have you listened to
Yep.
his show?
It'll be the only What the Fuck Did I Just Show that he ever listens to.
That's probably true. That is probably true. But no, I haven't listened to his show. I haven't even listened to Ferg's show. I've not listened to anybody's show but our show.
How often do you hear our show?
Every week.
Every week?
Yeah.
You hear our show every week? I haven't updated it since, like, the last one I have is April 27th.
I know. I'm waiting for my new shows
That's
to come out.
that's the one. No, there's a bunny rabbit in here. We gotta get the bunny rabbit out.
I was hoping that
I've
you do that one show
I've
where we
asked
broke
for
through
help.
the fourth wall, and
Been a
you
bad bunny
you were
rabbit.
doing show, and then I was doing a separate show because I couldn't hear you, and I thought you couldn't hear me, but it turned out my equipment was broken. That should be a good show.
That one, yeah, that should be done very soon. The next, I've got to follow up on, so I got to finish editing. I have Reverend Negative's episode that you did with him when I died, and yeah, just get the broom, just shoo the bunny rabbit out. There you go.
Yeah, is it going for the bathroom again? Bathroom bunny?
Yeah, trying to poop and pee pee all over my floor. I put a little pie pan over in the corner Peas for the bunny to pee pee in.
Pee in the fire
And
pan?
I wanted to get the bunny rabbit to pee in the pie pan peas. That was the whole idea. That's what I thought would help please the bunny rabbit and me in the situation, but the pie pan full of pee-pee has turned into a preposterous situation piece. So I am no longer allowing the bunny rabbit to pee-pee into the pie pan peas, and no matter how much the bunny rabbit wants to pee-pee in the pie pan peas, I will not let that, because we are now dedicating an exclusive priority spot for pee-pees for bunny rabbit's peas, not the pie pan peas.
Perfect.
Don't let
Now-
that pee in the pie pan.
Hey, let's take a
Did you ever find that
Let's
lady
take
to
a break
pee-pee in the
so I
pie
can-
pan for me?
we should take a
I
break.
just wanted to
Let's
find the
take a
lady to pee-pee in the pie pan for me. If you can get like the lady behind the curtain in the silhouette to pee-pee into the pie pan, I want to hear is the sound of the pee-pee, the piss into the tin of the
Yeah,
pie
all
pan.
I want to hear is the sound of the
People,
piss in the pie pan.
people,
Just I'll pay for the pee. I'll say pay for the pee and the piss in the pie pan.
Little paper screen.
Peas.
People, Polly paid for perfect pee.
No, Dr. Fox is paying for perfect pee behind the screen on the perfect pie pan pee.
Well,
That's
caller
what I'm
23 is
covering.
paying for any pee that he can see and hear in the pie pan.
It's
Please.
the sound of the piss in
Alright.
the pie pan peas. That's the whole idea of doing pee-pee in the pie pan. Are you leaving? Are you just quitting the show?
No,
Why don't we
You
do?
can't just
Is
go
it a band or
AWOL.
something? Let's do. Is it a
We
band?
did go.
please?
We did go long over normally sanctioned musical breaks, which usually means that we're supposed to suffer and hold it out. But we will come back and we'll close the show. So stay tuned. You're listening to Time for the Show. We'll be right back after a song break. This
And
is
smoke a cigarette.
20th Century Man by the Pinks. It's just you and me, guys. Da 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 da. Da 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 da
Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny because everyone thinks that we're on a break when in reality, like, you're still sitting here just broadcasting. Hey, personal question. Do you think Peas is going to pee in the pie pan? I think that's where he went right now. He's going to go pee in the pie pan.
And you're listening to Time for the Show, broadcasting live on Freethink Radio. I'm Dr. Fox, TFTS Relay 0727720. Woo!
Yeah, that was a really great break, Dr. Fox. That's just what we needed.
It was a good break. Peas, are you
Everybody got their
refreshed?
cigarette in. Everybody got their...
I'm not fooled.
We weren't talking about you the whole time, Peas.
I don't care.
No, we weren't.
No, we
Did you
listened
smoke a
to
cigarette, Peas?
20th Century
Nope.
Man by the
'Cause you don't smoke now?
Machine.
I quit smoking
How long
Yeah,
ago did
like-
you quit smoking?
when my wife had her heart attack.
So, like,
So, like 2 weeks. Yeah.
why did you quit smoking? That seems like a stressful time. I wouldn't stop smoking. My
Yeah,
wife
it
had
seems
a heart
like
attack.
she's the one that had a heart attack.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Sounds like it's time to start doubling down.
It's harder for her. It's harder for her if I smoke. I understand.
Well, that's definitely true.
Oh, if you smoke
that
cigarettes, she'll want a cigarette even more?
No, man, that Chantix should've make you want to kill yourself.
What are you talking about? It's an antidepressant.
Chanting?
It'll make you not want to kill yourself. Yeah, they relabeled it from what did the name used to be? Wellbutrin.
Kill
And
yourself.
then they renamed it.
Kill yourself at all.
No, I'm pretty sure it's don't kill yourself at all.
Yeah, well, that's what they wanted to go with,
The
but then,
makers of Placebox.
Placebox. Yes. That's going to be the #1 drug in the 21st century, Dr. Fox.
Already
Placebox
is.
is going to cure all our problems.
We're going to sell bottles
this
of
century, you
on
mean this century,
hypercubego.com.
RC23, the 21st century, the century we're in? Is that what you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the one that we just started,
it. We're going
like
to claim the
20% of the century ago.
Yeah, we're still 20%,
We're still
dude.
We're still
Odds
less
are-
than a quarter of the way in.
Odds are getting slimmer.
But
every,
getting close.
Every day goes by.
We're 1/5. Pretty soon we'll be 1/4.
And
All
so
right.
we're already in line, and we only have, let's see here, this is 2020, right? So
Yeah.
August,
80
October,
more years.
nine more years. Looking at October 27th, 2029 should be the end of the Earth. If all goes
Oh, is that
right,
the third 1998?
that's we're hoping to call that one the good one. We're
Yeah.
looking at a couple of 1998s lining up into that point. So, of course, according to Hypercube Multiverse, Dimensional Journeyman Training, we've observed that 1998 has occurred in other timelines. Or not really timelines, but realities, other dimensions. Their 1998s have come and gone. And there believes to be an amalgamation of events that if we were to accrue, we could cue the Xists to actually begin X Day. And by that, we are looking at using the rock comet of what is it? Apophis, which should be coming by on April 13th of 2029. I believe so. It should be the same year. And
2029?
So April 13th of 2029, the comet will be, or not? It's not a comet. It's an asteroid, the size of your mother. And
The size of your mom's asteroid.
and does my asteroid look big in these pants? And they bend over and kiss your asteroid goodbye. And that's there we go. So we need the global pylon array completely erect. You like that one? So we need it completely erect by April 13th so that we can bounce sub-ether frequencies off of the surface of the asteroid in the general direction perceived to be Planet X. Some people have started attributing that Nibiru may be Planet X. Nibiru is not Planet X. Nibiru
No.
is a weapon in itself used by Yakatisma and other hell Nazi space creature biker gang organizations. There
Yep,
is
the
not
fucking
just one-
Yakatisma, exactly.
There's multiple Nibiru. There's millions of them out there, and they just sling them. It's a giant cosmic game of snooker. And, Earth is the cue. You know what I'm saying? Well, not really, because they're not striking us, and they're striking other things at us. And, that's what we have to do. And by the perceived X day, July 7th of 2029, they'll all realize oh, I guess this didn't work. But that's because by July 5th, the X's should be receiving the signal. So that's about halfway there. And then to get here, they can travel faster than it takes us to get the signal to them. And we would be expecting them to arrive October 27th of 2029, which just so happens to line up with Hypercube Orthogonal Day, or O-Day. So, Day.com. And so, yeah.
You should totally get that domain, dude.
I'll think about
.com. Somebody get it now. Whoever's listening to the show, go register that domain right now.
That's what it is. So, Peas, that's the startling truth. Are you prepared to proselytize to the masses that Hypercube will save them all from fiery brimstone and eternal torment?
But just barely.
Check it
and
out.
And also won't be able to, no matter how hard they try, won't be able to save your mom's ass, Troy.
Holographic stickers. Who wants a holographic sticker? Did you get your holographic stickers in the mail, Caller 23? And your producer?
No, I sure didn't. I sure didn't.
Damn it. Several people have told me.
Did you send them in the mail?
Yes.
No, I didn't get them. I didn't get them yet.
Yes. Stuff went out. And several people have told me they haven't gotten them, and I'm worried.
Yeah, well, they may have weighed more than an ounce, and they're going to come back to your mailbox for additional postage.
It is Monday. I should go check. I'll check after the show. And you can send your mail to P.O. Box 4304.
Although an ounce is a lot.
I'm doing the P.O. Box. Hold on. P.O. Box 4304, Winter Park, Florida 32793. Okay, go. And go.
An ounce is a lot, and I would be surprised if they got rejected because of the weight of the package, because those stickers are way less than an ounce.
Big Al
Those
Dente
stickers
got
are like
his.
a gram. I'm sorry?
Big Al Dente got his.
Oh, good. Yeah, I like Big Al Dente. He's been a Sub-Genius core for a long time now.
Yeah.
And, and then he was the first one to share that post that you had. So I'm glad he got his, and I hope some other people got theirs too.
Berg hasn't gotten his. I don't know if Agent Lloyd got his. Yeah, there's mail that went out that hasn't gotten.
Peas, did you get your holographic sticker?
Peas, did you get your holographic sticker yet?
Yes.
You did?
Nice.
Good.
Correct.
I need to. Do you know if you sent one to mine or not, or do you even have my current address?
I should have your current address. No, I don't think I do. Because I sent you the last one I sent. The last thing I sent to you got forwarded, correct? And that should have been your big annual package. I have to check.
I got one large package.
Aren't you in Filthy Delphia now?
Yes, I am.
That's disgusting. Well, Peas, you can apologize now.
Hey,
I don't think he's going to.
No, I'll apologize. It's
okay.
kind of a sad show for Peas now. But
did we make you mad at the end? I'm sorry if we made you mad, Peas.
Don't apologize. That's his job.
I apologize that some people seem to think that Peas obviously hasn't hardly done any show. So maybe Peas has only done 10 fucking shows.
Oh, it was
so
that.
fucking what? So but no, Peas comes and does the show all the fucking time. But it is what it is. He's fine. He doesn't care. Go fuck yourself. Doesn't bother me. There's other shows. You can watch other shows. Maybe they don't do as many shows. Maybe they've only been on like 10 of their shows. I don't know. It's whatever. It's fine. I guess I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that guy who took a AR-47 to the protest in Houston and then walked up to a guy who was already shooting at people and then got shot dead. Sorry about that, dude.
Good one.
Yeah. Just showed them. Sorry that all this shit goes on, and we're just doing the radio here. I'm sorry that Joe Rogan does so much DMT, and I can't get any DMT. I would like to get some DMT, but Joe Rogan's smoking it all. No fucking DMT for peas. I never even done DMT. Deems, that's what the kids call it. I'd like to do some deems, but no, sorry, nothing for peas. You know, I guess
now you're apologizing for other people to you. That's not fair. That's not apologizing.
It's not fair. Why apologize?
Putting apologies in people's mouths, Peas. That's not apologizing.
It's like, I'm sorry that you're such an asshole.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's not really an apology.
I'm sorry about that. But, you know,
Hey, I'm sorry that no one likes his apology.
have fun. Guess I'll talk to you guys next week. Sure was fun doing show this week. Hey.
You got 30 more seconds.
No, I don't. It's 9:01. You're just trying to make me do that in 30
No,
seconds.
the song, Smith, you got
Sorry.
15.
I'm only gonna do it for 25 more seconds.
You only
Now
have
it's done.
10.
Song's
Oh, wait,
over.
no, it's fading
She's
out.
Sorry.
It's fading out.
Now it's just fading out.
Well, you're upset because you think that somebody thinks that or says that you haven't been here.
I'm fine.
You're not letting
Yeah,
things
that sounded like the rough one.
Well,
Yeah.
hold on now, Peas. Now you're a
I'm fine.
rootin' tootin' gun totin'
Okay.
mofo.
You're a host of the show, Peas.
You're on Facebook calling
I couldn't
people.
hear. I'm
Okay,
like,
no,
I'm
no,
I'm not
hold
a host
on.
of the show. You're a host of the show.
I'm going on the internet right now. Dun dun
We
dun.
already established that I've doubled the amount of posts that I did last week.
No, those aren't the posts that we're going to talk about.
Content.
Let's look at P's posts here. All right, somebody posts stuff about you. So people made fan art for you. Let's see here. One comment.
Yeah, they do that from time to time.
You-
I don't think that's fan art.
you
that's
didn't-
on there. I think
I
that's
might have a little fan art that I'd drop in the chat here.
You didn't even like it. They posted it like 3 times. You didn't like it. The Nugget posted a
Yeah, because
Simpsons
it
video.
I'm gonna drop one.
You didn't like that.
Because, dude, they didn't really make it. It's just a fucking meme.
Here you
That
are.
has
And
something
I
then
just posted one that I made for you in
Anthony
the chat.
Balkwing
Yeah.
is with P's Francis Flanagan, and it's a post on. It's called Exhibit A. And it's from World News Daily. Melinda Gates wants to deliver coronavirus vaccine based on racial groups blacks first. Okay. So you posted. Oh no, you were tagged in that. Okay. Okay, here's one from you. Girl crying her eyes out on TikTok over a breakup. Chinese guy assigned to monitor her account. It's a little Chinese guy in a military uniform crying.
Oh, he's crying.
He's crying.
He's wrapped
So you can
up
dish
into
that.
her
Okay, then let's
stuff.
say
I think that
there were more here. I could. Are you delete? You're
I
not
like that one.
deleting your posts, are you? Do people
Huh?
really talk to you on Facebook this much?
Yeah.
You saw? No, I saw. Oh, can someone please explain to me how unemployed people need $875 a week to live, while people on Social Security are expected to live off? Oh, you didn't post this. That's a share too. It's not even. So what? You're mad that you're not getting as much money as the millennials because you're on your boomer funds? Here we go. Here we go.
Like
This is from
let me explain.
a week ago. So
I
I've been
post all
giving
kinds
people
of shit like that because it draws
about
up to-
exhaling
Oh, never mind. Fuck it.
leads to aerosol. That's why you wear a mask. But then why don't pants stop farts, Mike Misner? There you go. You called somebody out on Facebook. You made a point on Facebook to somebody, and you got salty with them. So I've been giving people shit about exhaling. What is this? Leads? LEADS? Leads or leads?
I think they call that AIDS.
Exhaling AIDS to aerosol? So
Yep.
I've been giving shit. This is where I couldn't help you on this one because I didn't understand what you were saying. So I've been giving people shit about exhaling leads. Leads? Leads?
Leads. How
AIDS.
exhaling
AIDS.
how exhaling leads to aerosol dispersion.
No, it just says aerosol. Oh, I thought
Well,
it
that's
was
what
like
it-
If you used an
Breathing
aerosol
does
can,
generate
you were
aerosols.
spraying like, was it fluorocarbons? Remember those?
Caller 23 here, and
Yeah.
as a scientist, Pease is correct. Exhaling produces a small amount of aerosols.
That's why you wear a mask. But then why
No,
don't
the mask doesn't
pants...
block aerosols.
Hold on, caller 23, but
Yeah,
then
those-
why don't pants stop farts?
Yes, it does.
Yeah,
The
can you
reason
smell
pants don't
coffee through your mask?
Wait, who said yes it does?
It does stop aerosols. This is Trench. And hold on. Okay. The reason
are you
that it
farting
doesn't-
right now and smelling it?
Yeah, exactly. And the reason it doesn't stop farts, the reason your pants don't stop farts is the fart molecules are on the order of like 100th the size of like the virus particles.
Oh, I doubt that very much. The virus particles are pretty small.
Yeah, but the fart
Research
particles
it.
are
Research
literally the
it.
size of a single protein.
Here's P's just asking for DMT. DMT, if you're out there, I'm still waiting for you to show up. All the hippies say you show up when a person's ready. WTF, DMT, I'm the P's. How fucking ready do I have to be? 72 comments.
Pease,
didn't
you know
tell
you can
anybody
synthesize
about
your
the
own
show.
DMT.
Yeah, it's too complicated. I
Man,
just
look
want
at
somebody
his
to send it to me.
Facebook intro. Lord Commander of the Facebook at Linkable, the Church of the Subgenius. Worked at Church of the Subgenius. Lives in Las Vegas, Utah. From
Church of the Subgenius.
Oceanside, California. You're a California boy, Pease. I know you wouldn't lie about that. I thought you were Irish.
They have 4 Irish people in California.
Well, now they have 3.
Now they have 3.
No, there's somebody who's on a waiting list. When I left, they got to go in.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They
Yep.
just rotate you through.
The old McClanahan, McDrunkard, freaking-
Okay, boomer, Karen, Chad, Lib,
Brady
Nazi,
McDrunkard
Antifa,
here.
Boogaloo, Confederate,
Brady
Yankee,
McDrunkard,
cis,
Irishman.
communist, gay, landlord. Fuck you.
So, are you just reading Pease Facebook
I'm just
right
reading.
now?
No,
Fee's
read that one
Facebook.
again. That's a good one.
That was okay, boomer, Karen, Chad, libtard, Nazi, Antifa, Boogaloo, Confederate, Yankee, cis, communist, gay, landlord. Fuck you. 23
2.
comments, 1 share. Who shared that?
1 share.
I don't know. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? It's like, dude, come on.
Not
What the
even
fuck?
public. Not even
Oh,
public.
it's not even a
Not even
no,
public.
really? That's not even a share. then.
72
It shouldn't
comments
get
on the
counted as
DMT.
a
What
share
did
if it's
people
not
say to you
public.
about DMT?
Nothing.
You
Everything
are
on my thing is
DMT.
public. I
Oh,
know
there
what he's
you go.
talking
There's
about.
your
There's
general-
nothing-
general-
No, well,
everything
whoever
is public.
shared it, they shared it in a non-public way.
It will have
Oh,
no
Regardless
effect.
of you, they can share it in a non-public way on their own thing, whatever.
Have you not
Yeah, I
had
I appreciate that,
DMT,
though,
Pease? You
Pease.
really haven't? Or you just want more? Because that's what every DMT...
No, I've never done it. I really want to try it
Oh,
out.
Dr.
I've
Cosmic
been,
says
like-
you'll never be ready with that attitude, Pease. Wow. He calling you out.
I want to.
What's
I
your
want to see. I want to
your-
see the machine elves. I want to see the machine elves. Thing.
Well, you're in Las Vegas. How are you not able to get DMT?
Because I'm old and
Don't you
I
just
wear
go
a
down
kilt.
to the strip and ask for it?
Look
That's
like
the
a nerd.
idea,
No,
right?
I don't think that's how it works, man. I don't think that's how you do it.
Well, how do you buy drugs in Las Vegas then? If I
Go to
as-
the store. I go to the store and I buy the drugs.
oh, so why don't you go get some DMT?
Because they don't have a DMT store. They just got a weed store.
So before they just have weed stores. So they don't have drug stores. They have weed shops.
Yeah.
Who wants?
no,
to,
I don't do.
why
meth or
would I
coke
go
or
to
anything
Las
like that.
Vegas to smoke
Pretty
weed?
sure DMT is legal in Amsterdam.
I smoke weed to chill out. I don't want to smoke weed in like the adrenaline capital of North America.
Not with that, you don't.
Why would you? Why would you walk around? Wow, these lights are really cool. Pass me another stokey tokey, bro. I'm smoking pot.
What do you call it?
Like, is that
What'd
fun?
you call it there? A stokey tokey?
A stokey
What'd you call
tokey,
it there?
brokey.
Stokey?
Yeah.
You are, that is some Kentucky shit right there.
Oh, see, I see Scalpod commenting in the chat here about sharing stuff in non-public ways, whatever. Shame on you, Scalpod. First of all, because you're a robot, what do you care what humans think? And then second of all, because that's not the way that Facebook works, Scalpod. I was going to jump in and say this. Caller 23 here, and I'm really proud of the way that Facebook apparently that Peas uses Facebook. What were you saying, Peas? That everything you do is public? That you don't like restrict anything or whatever? Because thank you.
No.
I really appreciate that as a Facebook user, I guess. Sort of.
Aficionado?
I don't use Facebook that much. No, I'm not an aficionado either. I hardly use it, but I do use it a little bit, you know, to keep in touch with contact, family, whatever.
DXM is not the same fucking thing, fanboy. It's not even close to being the same fucking thing.
Oh, is that robo-tripping? Is that the DXM is like drinking the NyQuil or whatever?
Purple
I think so,
no, I'm on a Robitussin trip.
Yeah, robo-tripping isn't the same thing as DMT. DMT lasts for like 5 minutes. And robo-tripping is like, oh, we're all going to drink a bottle of Robitussin, whatever, it's going to last for like 3 hours.
Bullshit, and then you get this terrible fucking body rush that's fucking...
Exactly. Thank you, Peas. When I get high, I want to get my head high. I don't want to get my body high. I want to get my fucking head way off high. I want to shoot my head into low Earth orbit. And my body, I don't give a shit. It could be buried in a freaking coffin for all I care, as long as my head is like orbiting
but I don't want
Uranus.
It to feel like shit. I don't want it to feel like shit. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't want it to feel like anything.
Well, here's
you just
the
want
thing.
your head to be high.
If you don't want to send me DMT, I get that, but I will take some peyote. That's super hard to get now, and or even good
I've had
mescaline.
peyote.
Peyote is another one you can grow yourself.
Yeah, you can get that on. You can get it on
forever.
Amazon,
takes
man.
Forever. You got
Takes
25
forever,
years.
Yeah.
You have to grow
And
like
mescaline, they just
32
call that
cactuses.
microdots now. Just microdots. You
Well,
done
'cause the mescaline
microdots?
get down.
Because shit, I was doing microdots back in the 90s, Peas. I know if you were out there in the desert, you must have had these too. Because we were getting these in Orlando, Florida in the 90s.
You're talking about the little thing that looks like a fruity pebble?
A very small purple little guy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you just drop that was synthetic mescaline.
Microdots. Yeah.
I don't know
Those
if you
were
can call it
derived from
microdot.
mescaline.
Microdot was a slang term for acid when I was coming up. You'd get
No, microdot meant that specific thing that was like derived from mescaline, and it was much smaller. As far as I knew, I mean, granted, you know, I was like teenager, early 20s in the 90s when this was going on.
Think
You know what I'm
about
saying?
it.
It's like,
Back then too, people say what something is. We have no fucking idea. We just took it. Okay.
yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good
What
point.
is
Yeah.
it? It's mescaline? Okay, I'll take it.
Oh, it's
We have no
mescaline?
fucking
Oh, that's cool. I don't know, but
Yep.
all I know is
I
it's
took
like
LSD on top
1996,
of
and I put
Adderall.
one of those little purple dots on my tongue before a fucking download show, and I'm tripping my balls off. That was one of the
Tripping
best
my
shows I ever
balls
saw
off.
because of that little,
Tripping
what I called a
my balls
microdot.
off.
You know what I'm saying?
My balls.
I
That
think
shit was tight, dude. That was the best.
Mescaline has a more euphoric aspect to it once you get rolling on, I think.
When you eat
as
the
opposed
whole
to
like
acid.
cactus plant.
Well, I've never done that, so I've never gone through the whole vomiting thing, all that stuff. But I'm talking about the mescaline that we're discussing right now. I find it has
Isn't
much
that a
more
salad? Like a mescaline
It's not
salad?
Yeah.
trip. You trip, but it's a euphoric trip where acid
Tons of
is
euphoria.
more of an more introspective, I think, in some way.
Yeah, you know, I never cared for acid as much. Out of the three, out of mescaline, acid, and psilocybin, I cared for acid the least. Acid is like the
That's
least
funny.
effective. Or the least good, I should say. I think shrooms are the best. Mescaline is number 2, and acid is number 3.
I haven't had a good shroom experience in 15 years. Either I'm not getting enough, or they're just not the same. I had some at X
Only
Day,
takes
and
2
it was
grams.
okay. But well, I'm just saying. And now I had access to some really good problems a while back that I don't have access to anymore. And that was like the best hallucinogenics I've ever done. Fox knows what I'm talking about.
No,
But
I've had much better.
I would. I've always wanted to try and get like one of them spore kits and try and make some shrooms here at the house. But
Have you ever done that before?
No, I've never done it.
I hear it's a lot of
like
fun.
it.
You know,
I heard it's like complicated too, and there's a lot of
really?
boiling.
Yeah, probably.
There's supposed to be where you just get these mediums now and you just squirt the stuff in there.
Well, how
then
far,
there's
how
like,
far,
you know,
how
over in,
far
like,
is it to Colorado from Las Vegas, Peas?
Huh?
Aren't they legalizing like psychedelic mushrooms
Yeah,
and truffles?
I think they legalized mushrooms in Colorado.
They're talking about it. I'm not sure if it's been done
No,
yet.
I think it's been done and signed and
I
sealed.
think
Maybe it
it's
hasn't been
done.
implemented yet, but it has been signed and sealed. And it's just a matter of the new year rolling around before they implement it or whatever. But yeah, it's a done deal. Because they've proven that shit's really good for like post-traumatic stress disorder and a bunch of other things.
I was having a pretty bad depressive episode when I first got turned on to some really good problems about 4 years ago, and it snapped me right on it. I'm a huge proponent that psychedelics can have a huge impact on your mental health. I can see now. I don't propose that people that have serious like schizoaffective disorder or schizophrenia partake, because that has a tendency to exasperate your condition. But for things like depression and stuff like that, there actually is a great deal of benefit, I think, that can be derived from psychedelics.
Yeah, it's just a shame that research was set behind by so many decades after Tim Leary started advocating that students use acid and everything. Then it became super illegal all of a sudden, and all of the research projects for it got shut down for decades. And now here we are just starting to dip our toe into the research of psychedelics and the good that they have for people with stress, with depression, with everything else now. Like, we're decades behind on this because of some bullshit that happened in the 60s, basically.
MDMA was initially used as a therapeutic drug. Now, Tim Leary,
he would mix the acid with the MDMA. They felt like that had a good effect.
I've never. To me, MDMA is just like, okay, it's speed. You know, I took amphetamines for so long that, and I have people that say, "Oh, this is ecstasy," and I take it, and I'm like, I don't think it is. I think
it's
this
not
is
ecstasy
just
unless
speed.
it's got heroin in it.
Yeah, exactly. It needs some fentanyl. Needs more fentanyl.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that'll do it too.
But anyway, you know, so I've been wanting to do the DMT. I want to see the machine elves. I think it's unusual for a psychedelic to have such a common theme of an experience go through it, and so I would like to experience that for myself. And you know, a lot of discussion about alternate dimensions and planes of consciousness, and I think at some level you experience that with shrooms. Definitely, sometimes you break through and see that stuff with acid, but this is supposed to be the kind of thing that. Very empowering experience. I know a lot of people that pay to go on what is that? The shit they do. It's supposed to cure you of heroin. It's a really powerful hallucinogenic.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, my cousin went to this place in Mexico to do that, and the first day was this DMT trip where they smoked this shit, and it lasted for like 30 minutes, and they did all this meditation, drum banging for 20 hours. Then they did this other thing, and then it ended up where you did the ayahuasca, I think is what it's called. So it was like this 3-day thing, and I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. Each plant medicine, you know, the DMT having one effect and a different vision and different, you know, metamorphosis.
Yeah, Ibogaine.
Transition.
You
Ibogaine,
did this?
yeah, it's also ayahuasca or Ibogaine. It's the same thing, from my understanding.
Peas. This is something you did. You've done a ayahuasca journey.
No.
They're doing that here in Orlando.
Do that.
They're doing.
I think that would probably do you some good. I think that would help.
They do it. They do it in Arizona too.
They do it right down the street
kind of
from
excessive
me. They have you meet up, but it's $1,000, man.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
But I mean, it's a
like
if you do it legally though, then
it's a 2-day thing.
Is it Indians? Is it the Indians
no,
that are doing it?
I think it's some.
Oh, you go on the reservation. It's perfect. That's perfect.
No, it's
I guess half of Oklahoma can do that now too.
it's somebody that's got a
No,
religious. They have a religious
They're doing it in Arizona, it's
exemption
on a reservation.
and
Yeah, I know half of Oklahoma just got turned into a reservation recently by the Supreme Court.
did it get
So,
turned
that's
into a
tiny little
reservation
joke
or
there,
it's
but actually
recognized?
not a joke.
It's not actually true.
It's not.
What it means is if you're an Indian or you're an American, you're a member of a
Indian
tribal
and
nation.
you're on that land, then they can't charge you with federal crimes. Yeah.
No, you have to be charged in federal court. You can't be prosecuted in regular court. You have to go through the federal system because the federal government is in charge of the relationship with the native nations. So it's a technicality, and what it means, what it means is anybody that was arrested or convicted by a sheriff or a municipality and it wasn't the federal government, those convictions are now called into question because those Indians should have technically been tried by the federal government because that land is technically part of the federal reserve.
I think you're exactly right.
They didn't have the authority to assert them in the first place, and
They
so
didn't have the authority to assert them in the first place. Yep. So let's face it. So can they do crazy hallucinogen trips now?
well, most
legally?
that's federally illegal. That's the thing. Even with all
Yeah, I
the
know,
states
but-
that are legalizing
well,
it,
I mean, on
it
an
would be
Indian reservation, though.
well, that's how
which
they're doing it down
most
to the
of them
southwest.
It's not technically reservation though. It's just federally controlled land that's part of that treaty. So it just means like they have their reservations. They're not going to get Oklahoma City.
Oh, I've got
on
my
something.
reservations too.
If you get arrested in Oklahoma City now, you have to be tried by the federal government. And here's the thing that's kind of bad about that is a lot of people might get let out of jail because they weren't tried by the federal government. But any conviction that you get from the federal government or being in the federal government's judicial system as opposed to a municipality's or a state's judicial system is way fucking worse because the fines are way fucking worse. And the prison sentences, there is no probation in the federal system. You get 10 years, guess how many years you do? 10 fucking years getting out. That's just how it is. So it does all future Indian criminals an injustice. All past Indian criminals are probably getting a break. So I guess in the end they'll balance out.
Anyway, so everyone here in the chat is talking about it's ibocaine, everything else. Did anyone else talk about ibocaine or ibocaine?
Abalone?
Ibocaine, diuretic, the one that gives you diarrhea. The oil that gives you diarrhea. Idocaine, ilocaine, shoot, help me out here, chat.
I've heard at those ceremonies, it's quite possible that you'll evacuate from both ends. They have buckets for that very reason.
Well,
not only will you might throw up, you will also defecate for attention.
All right, well, everybody, we're gonna raise. We have
That's
to raise
not
enough for
ibocaine, though.
Peas
That's like
and,
idocaine.
and me, and so we need $2,000, and we'll get Peas down to Orlando, and we'll take our ayahuasca journey. And we will make our ayahuasca documentary.
Ayahuasca, here in Orlando, there's actually a Native American tribe named after this journey already, the Ayahuascas. And they live, their tribe, their cultural center is right down by the international airport. They've got some protected land right over by Terminal B.
It's next to the YMCA.
It's next to Terminal B. I mean, let's face it.
Just next to the YMCA.
There's a lot of alligators and a lot of natural land out there, and then an airport, and then also these guys.
I'm gonna go to bed now because I'm sleepy. I gotta get up early to walk my cat.
Why you got?
Peas, we love you.
You so mean, Peas. You're so mean.
You gonna walk the cat? You're not gonna walk the dog? He's waiting on it.
No, the dog goes on the leash, but the cat follows us around the block while we walk the dog.
You
you got one of those cats, yeah. What's your cat's name?
My neighbor's it's Isabel.
Like the dog?
Isabel. Yeah, was it like a
It's a street cat. I told you guys.
Was it like a calico? Calico?
No, she told me your name was because I used to go, "Is it kitty, kitty, kitty? Is kitty, kitty?" And then finally I said, "Oh, your name's Isabel." And then
Well,
she
no,
started
I'm wondering,
doing
is it like a tuxedo cat or like a calico?
Like a Chinaman cat.
Okay, excellent question. The top part of the cat, which
Shinaman.
means its back and its tail and its head, looks like a regular gray barn cat. You know, with that speckled smoke color
Yeah,
with the
gray
white
tabby.
light and all
Dapple
that.
cat.
Great tabby.
Yep. But its belly has calico fur that's super long, just on the lower belly, where the chest belly is looking like regular tuxedo cat.
On the skin of a calico cat.
That's a cool cat. That sounds cool to me.
Post pictures of your cat,
What is
please.
this? I do have pictures of my cat.
I haven't seen them. All I've seen are pictures of
Let me-
hateful comments on Facebook.
Let me see if I can get a picture of her up here. I got one.
Well, Dr. Fox is hungies. So, Dr. Fox is, thank you for doing post-show peas. I'm glad that
Yeah,
your
we're going
feelings aren't
along.
hurt anymore.
You don't want to see my cat?
No, we do. We do.
Yeah, you need to.
I do.
You need to hurry up
The
and
rest of
show
the
'em.
chat does.
Yeah.
Post effing chat for Pea's cat.
Woo. Now wait 2 minutes.
You gotta wait for 30 seconds, yeah. 2 minutes, whatever.
It's taking a long time to load my images.
Put
Go
your-
eat your food. I'll post it later.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh wait, here it comes.
Okay,
Here it comes.
post your pussy pics, peas, please,
Here they're coming.
and just get your pussy to pee into the pie pan, peas. That's all I want is for your
I don't
pussy
like,
to pee
Yeah.
into
I
the
don't
pie
like
pans.
that kind of talk.
See, all the chat is pressing F right now.
I have to see this. What? I gotta look at this chat. I'll bring up the chat. R.I.P. Regis Philburn.
Dude, your wife just pressed F. Dr. Fox.
Wow. F chat for
See,
peas,
I
cat.
posted it. You guys should go.
What is that, an HEIC file? What the fuck is that?
I don't know what it is.
It's not
What
coming up as a
is
picture.
that? .HEIC? Like
The
are you
hell
using
kind
like
of
a
picture is that?
like a
That's the virus kind of picture right there.
yeah
No,
exactly.
it's a picture of my cat. Shut up.
HEIC? What the fuck kind of document is that? I'm gonna Google that right now.
It's a
Where is
high
the fact
efficiency
Mac? It's a
image
Mac
file
protocol.
format. It's so high efficiency we can't even interpret it.
Where is this in the chat?
Contains one or more images saved in the high efficiency image format.
Oh, are you
a
sending
file
like a-
format
you're sending
commonly
like a
used
TIFF?
to store photos on mobile devices.
Sending
Well,
like-
I've sure never heard of it.
Sending
and
me
Discord
a
has never heard of it.
facsimile. Okay, well I tried to open it in my computer, which is Windows, because I'm an American, and I don't get my computer built by the Chinamans. Let's see. What should open with photos? Okay, open with Windows Photos. See what happens. Nothing.
Does it work?
No.
Doesn't work for me.
No. Okay, let's try it again.
You open it with Photoshop.
I'll try that. Open with other, and
See,
open
I've got
with
a
Photoshop.
Macintosh System 6 emulator here. Will that open it?
Opening Photoshop CS5 version 12.1 x64. Could not complete your request because it is not the right kind of document.
Can I open this with System 7 or what, Peas?
I don't know why it saved it like that. Here, look at that one.
That's a weird looking
okay.
cat. It looks like
no,
a
see the
dog.
cat.
Are you wearing a
walking
skirt?
around.
Yeah, who's the chick?
I'm wearing a kilt. I'm wearing the kilt. That's my
Walking
kilt,
your
buddies.
dog in a kilt. Is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm walking Chaz, and Isabel's walking behind us, and she walks around the whole block with me.
That's disgusting.
I think it's super
Sick
cool.
fuck.
Don't.
I think it's super cool. You guys are kidding, right? I think that's awesome.
No, you're
This-
looking good. You're looking good, Peas. Caller 23 here, and I think you're looking good with that plaid shirt and that kilt and the complete man purse to go with it. Although I do not see a dirk on your leg.
It's it's underneath the skirt on my thigh.
Do you have one there?
Yeah, like Lazarus Long. Dude, I'm bringing the kilt back. I'm Lazarus Long. I'm
Ceremonial.
bringing the
So
kilt
you have
back.
the dirk.
You'll
You
all,
have the dirk in there.
You guys
Whoa,
are all
I like your
everybody
cat, but your
knows.
cat
The
does
dark is
kind
the
of look
word.
like a
Oh,
cow
the
cat.
dark, dark, dark. Dark is the word. That's the dark, dark, dark. Dark is the word. That's the dark, dark, dark. Dark is the word. Dark, dark, dark. Dark is the word. That's the dark, dark. Dark is the word. That's the dark, dark, dark. Dark is the word. That's the dark, dark, dark. Dark is the word. That's the dark, dark. Dark is the word.
So, but don't you think that's cool? Like my cat walks around the block with me though, not on a leash or nothing, just walks around. I can tell when he's in his territory and when she's not, because when she's not in her territory, she walks behind with her tail down. She runs from place to place. When we get back in the part of the block that's her territory, her tail goes up and she'll walk in front of us, be like, "Oh, I'm in charge now. I'll show you
Wait,
guys."
which
where
one?
to
The
go."
cat? The cat?
The cat, yeah. The cat. The cat has it's a street cat that adopted us, so she has a little territory. When we venture into the part of the block that's not her territory, you can tell because her whole demeanor changes. She'll fall back.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She'll and then when we get to another part of the block where it's her territory, her tail goes up and she walks.
Yeah,
in
she's
front
like,
of us.
yeah, I own this.
I'm badass now. This is my shit now. Now,
Yep.
what I've noticed is we're in the parts of the block that aren't her territory. She's peeing like she's a little dog. And we
Oh,
saw
yeah,
this
yeah,
black
yeah, yeah.
cat.
Yeah, making her mark.
This black cat came out of nowhere the other day, and he's like, "Oh," I'm like, "Come on, Ismael, let's get
Tries
going."
to
Because
pee
he's
on
like,
top of her pee.
He's like, "This is bullshit. I'm gonna kill you. What are you doing? It's my territory. We split it up. You have that part of the block. I have this part of the block. What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, I got these monkeys with us. Go fuck yourself."
Yep. No,
She's
you know,
totally using.
what's interesting about cats like that, though, they there was a documentary that had like cameras on the cats' collars or whatever to see how feral cats interacted with each other, and when they overlap territories like that, a lot of times, most of the time, instead of the cats fighting each other, what they do is they separate the times that they control that territory so that they don't have to fight. So that they never actually have to fight each other. Instead, it's like, well, I'm going to walk around in the morning and be like, I own this shit. And then later in the afternoon, I'm going to go own that other shit. And then the second
It's
cat's like, well, I'm going to walk around here in the later afternoon like I own this shit. They split it up that way. They'd rather split it up so that they don't have to fight. Yeah.
Well, it's detrimental to both their health to fight, and that's why they take these cats and they spade neuter them, and then they put them back in the neighborhood they found for that very reason. It
Yeah,
controls
you see their ear
other
clipped.
cats.
When you see a clipped ear like that, then you know.
She's got her ear clipped like that.
Is it?
so.
Yeah. Yep.
It's an interesting thing. I've never had a cat adopt me like this, and she doesn't
that
like
never
being
happened.
Huh?
Cats adopt people all the time. That never happened to you?
No, never before.
This was the first one?
Not
Well,
a wild cat.
congratulations, Peas. This is the first one then. That's cool. That's cool. I like that.
I don't mean to make a big deal of it, but it does make me feel super honored because I'm like, well, this animal is fucking wild and decided, you know what, dude, you seem pretty cool. I'm gonna hang out with you for a while. And when my dog died, when Remy died, that's when she started living in the house.
Yeah,
during the day
a lot
and
of
stuff.
people say that when an animal comes
really-
to adopt
really
you like that, it's actually a dead relative or a dead former person or animal that you knew that's coming back in the afterlife, coming back in a different life to come adopt you again. That they come adopt you
easily.
because it's like your previous person, and then they got reincarnated in this thing, and then they come get attracted to you again. You know what I'm saying? Like that, where it's like...
Yeah.
People
heard
say
that
that
before.
when a cat comes and adopts you, that's actually a former family member that's trying to get close with you again or whatever, like a dead family member or a dead person or animal that you knew coming back to you a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think no, I do. It's funny because I think it's a natural thing. Being monkeys, we're superstitious to begin with. The whole aspect of religion is an attempt for us to control our environments by everything that we can't understand or we fear. We attribute to this giant invisible entity, whether it's a great spirit or God or a thunder god, whatever. Bob, whatever. But it's funny because that you would mention that because immediately when this cat came into my life, I thought about dead people. I thought about my dad. I thought about other people in my past. One of my first girlfriend's just passed away, which makes you feel weird when you have a lover that dies. And I'm like, so
It's a weird
your
one.
thoughts go to that. But I think that is a reptilian monkey thing that we just do. I don't put any weight or
You
salt
don't
into
think it's
that.
real? Yeah.
No, I don't. I think it's just like religion. I think it's something that our minds over tens of thousands of years have done to get us through the day. You know, if you really thought about being a meat puppet in an existence that really, no matter how hard or no matter what you do in your life, in the end, it really has no bearing on anything. If you didn't have some kind of faith and some kind of crazy shit, how would you get through the next day?
How would you get through?
And I've always said that mankind is wired to have religion, and religion is like a virus. And the reason the subgenius or hypercutism is so good is that you have to have that program. You have to have that religious program in your brain at some level. What your job is to find the least damaging virus, which that program is, and implement that. And that's why being a subgenius is so great, because it's such a benign religion that encompasses every religion and rejects them all equally. And that, believe it or not, that little bit of code snippet fills that virus need, and you're still able to go on and you make a little joke about it, and but it replaces that bad virus like Catholicism or Judaism or Islam with Bob. And what the fuck, Bob is so stupid and ridiculous.
Bob,
to begin with.
he's the dumbest guy you've ever met.
Right. So
if you've had the pleasure to meet him.
Yeah, that's my thought process with that. It's a
Well,
big part of why I became a subgenius.
I very much agree with you. No, I very much agree with you, Peas. I mean, it is basically a bullshit system. I mean, I know I'm the one that brought it up, that like, if an animal comes to visit you, then it's an old red. Yeah, but I don't buy that shit either. It is just what do they call that? A daisy chain, Dr. Trench?
Yeah, it's just,
where it's an incomplete message that travels through your brain. It's an incomplete data transmission.
I'm not entirely sure.
Daisy chain, I think that's what it is. But anyway, it's bullshit. Yeah, it's all chemical at the end of the day. There's no real meaning behind it. It's all chemical.
And that's not to say, like, even if you take American Indian traditions where they talk about spirit animals, or they go somewhere and they see a deer and they feel that's a connection to the last wise chief that they had or something like that. It's not so much that that's true as much as it isn't necessarily untrue either, because Ra taught us, your reality is whatever you want it to be. And if that's what you need to get through and find the new wisdom for your tribe by talking to that deer, that's the same as talking to your unconscious. But we have no way of manifesting that kind of conscious thought in our past. So that's where all this stuff comes from. It comes from using our own intuition by projecting it onto something else and seeing more than what is actually going on. But at the same token, a solution comes out of it. And it's one of the saving graces about being a monkey.
Yeah, is that we have the higher order ability to project those analogies onto items and creatures around us.
And it actually keeps your mind from going nuts, because if you didn't have something like that, you'd be overwhelmed with decisions and what did ramifications mean, and why is this happening? You can shrug it all off to the gods are pissed at me, or the gods love me, and you can move on with your life.
Yep.
All right, guys, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up early and walk the cat.
All right, have a good night.
Yeah, very nice. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Peas. Even overtime.
It's my pleasure, buddies.
All right, well, it sounds like that's a pretty good night for the rest of us as well. Time for the show may or may not still be on the air at this point. It's 12:40 in the Eastern time zone, and really depends on whether Dr. Fox has been transmitting or has cut the stream. difficult to say, unless you're tuned into a bunch of other stuff all at the same other time.
Yeah,
or
you could just be
whatever,
listening. Just be listening to the show.
But I think that we are still broadcasting. I think it's still time for the show.
I got a message from Trenchie. He wants the IP servers to the Minecraft, and so does Aster 6 and Katana. 007 wanted to shout out to... Hold on, I have to pull it back up. I got these late. Like to give a shout out to you, that'd be me, and Aster 6 for being Bob-tastic. That's from Katana 007.
Yes.
After show.
She's so
shout-outs.
sweet, She's so sweet. Come on. Katana 007, so sweet and so salty on the other end. She's like one of those sweet and sour mixes that, on the one hand, intrigues you with her intense beauty, and on the other hand, slices your belly wide open with her sword and laughs about it as you clutch over in a death throw. She's one of those people. Intense.
Murder. All right, well,
Intense,
thanks everybody for listening to Time for the Show on freethinkradio.com. Thank you for Dr. Trench and Caller 23 coming into the Don't Say Hello room tonight. Thank you to Peas, Gas, and you can subscribe at timefortheshow.com. Here's my Woody.
A big lumber daddy with a 4 on the floor. She's big, big, bad, bad, my Woody. A roller cam up her blowing fueling machine that really wheels coming out of the gate. I can hit second gear while you're still laying rubber in, buddy, by that time it's too late.
To listen to the full song and 50 million others, tap Play Full Song now to start your 3-month free trial of Apple Music.